G'day everybody, and welcome back to Risky Rollers. I'm Dalton.
I'm Lawrence again.
And we are here for Game 2 of the Team Australia Fundraiser RTT in May. We have a cracker of a game lined up. We've got Lachlan Booth playing the Adeptus Custodes against Liam Stevens playing the Leagues of Votann.
Yeah.
Which armies we both play.
Yeah, my favorite army, not now.
Yeah, well, this is both of our favourite armies to play when
Babies,
they're good,
yes,
right?
Our faction.
Yeah, so I'm a big Leagues of Votann player. I don't know if the beard tipped you off. I'm a big fan of the squats and the dwarves.
And we love the Banana Boys.
And you love the Banana Boys. Now they put all their armour back on. So we're here. We're going to watch this game. It's going to be awesome. Before we jump into that, I do want to mention a quick bit of admin and stuff, all the usual types of things. We're here at the Team Australia Fundraiser. You might be asking, what's Team Australia? What's that? If you're asking what a fundraiser is, I've got other concerns. But Team Australia is the team selected to represent Australia at the World Team Championships of Warhammer 40k.
Yep.
This is an annual event that happens over in Europe. Used to be the ETC and the WTC for the past few years. We had the absolute privilege and honour of going last year as coaches for the team, and you can check out our full vlog series on that on the channel. And this year the team is heading back over, and we're heading over as well as part of the team to stream it this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. But it's a very expensive trip. Australia is one of, I believe Australia and New Zealand together are the two most expensive trips to do.
Very far away.
That head to the WTC, even more so than all the Asian teams that head across.
Yep.
So it is quite expensive, and we do a bunch of fundraising ahead of time. We run a bunch of events, and we also run a big old raffle. So if you head down to the description, there's a big link down there to this Team Australia Fundraiser raffle. There's over $10,000 worth of prizes for that.
Wow.
All a bunch of great Warhammer stuff. You've got box kits, army sets, you've
Swags.
got fancy swag, you've got vouchers for stuff there. It's great. If you're into Warhammer at all, or you know someone's into it, it's a fantastic thing to be involved with, and you're supporting Team Australia, heading over internationally to represent the country on the national stage. Head down there, tickets are $10 each, they're available everywhere in Australia except the Australian Capital Territory. On an unrelated note, we will of course be confirming postal addresses for everyone who buys tickets and wins anything. So if you do win anything and you've accidentally set your address for a different state, we will be emailing you to confirm that before we send anything out.
That is correct,
So that's always good. While you're down there, you can check out links to all of our events as well, riskyrollers.com.au, link down in the description below. We've got two events coming up in the next 2 weeks. We have our own fundraiser next weekend, a little RTT happening down in Mount Waverley, where we are raising funds for our own trip to bring all of our streaming gear across. Because in addition to Team Australia heading across and costing a lot of money, we're taking a bunch of our streaming gear across, which is also exorbitantly expensive.
Yep.
So we're looking for support for that one. We are running some RTTs. We've got one next week. It's actually also then set up to allow you to test lists and try out some of the missions. We're playing the week after it, Calling the Banners, our first singles GT for 2025. That one's going to be on May the 24th and 25th, held up at the luxurious Manningham Hotel and Club. I've been running around like a headless chicken, sorting out all the different bits and pieces and details for that. Player pack is up, tickets are up, BCP is up. Get on it.
Yeah.
Why are you not coming? It's great. We one of the big things we do at our events, we want to make sure that they are as premium and player friendly as possible. It's all catered, so your ticket price includes counter meals both days, so that's already
awesome.
great value there. Plus, we go through set up all the terrain layouts before each game, so you don't need to do any table setup. You're the player. You're coming to experience the event. You rock up. You play games. That's all you're there for. You have a great time. Now, once you've done all that, once you've gone down, you've bought tickets to Team Australia Raffle, you've gone to riskyrolls.com.au, you've got tickets to our fundraiser RTT next weekend and to Calling the Banners the weekend after. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Now, while you're down there, you will also see links to a list document for today.
The list.
Let's talk about these lists. So we can see the players are up there having a chat to each other about them. So let's go over their lists now. So, Lachlan Booth playing the Adeptus Custodes. Someone's lending him some models for this, aren't they, Lawrence?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure how come my models are with him.
So he is playing...
Represent.
Very nice. He's playing Adeptus Custodes, Lions of the Emperor. He is running 2 Blade Champions, one of which has the Superior Creation Enhancement, a Shield Captain in Alaris Terminator Armor with the Admonomortis enhancement.
Additional strength and damage with the shoot.
Yep. That's a fun word, chat. Admonomortis.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I have to check it again.
Admonomortis. We then have 2 units of Custodian Guard. The basic lads, there are 4 in each, one of which has the fancy stick, the Vexilla.
Yep.
We then have a unit of 2 Alaris Custodians, that's the Terminators, and then a unit of 3 Alaris Custodians. 2 units of 5 Custodian Wardens, each with a Vexilla in them. A unit of Prosecutors, these are the Sisters of Silence. Yep. There's 4 of them in a unit. We then have a single unit of 3 Venetarii, another unit of 4 Witch Seekers, of the other Sisters of Silence unit, an Allied Inquisitor, and an Allied Inquisitor Draxus.
Yep. Draxus is good.
So what's this doing?
The Draxus, obviously still the same as previous, like good against infantry, throwing away mortals because he reroll wound rolls if he's on an objective with a guard, so that's very good. And then the normal Inquisitor, I'm not sure.
Yep. And the rest of the list?
It's Lion, so additional +1 to hit, +1 to wound if nobody is within 6 inches of each other. So he actually needs to properly position all his units, so he get all the buffs.
It's almost the opposite of a synergy list. You want to be apart from everyone else.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. And do they still have the strat to blow up one of their units into a million different little pieces?
Yeah, so for the Alarus, he can do that at the start of command phase, if I'm not wrong, and then they would just go individually.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Shout out to Excoit. That's Carl down in the chat. Coffee money, get excited. Thank you, Carl. We appreciate it. We'll be grabbing coffee somewhere during this round. Shout out to Carl, who's
Carl, get my milkshake.
He did. He got his milkshake. He's been bothering Lachlan for it all day.
Milkshake.
For anyone who's confused about that, a couple of weekends ago we covered the Australia-New Zealand Team Championship, all of which is up on our channel now, both as full-length live stream VODs and individual cut-up games. Go check that out. And we had a little wager going on. We all predicted the top 3 and put that aside prior to the event. And Lawrence and I both picked the same order and were the most accurate out of any of them. So, playing against the Adeptus Custodes are the Leagues of Votann, my squat boys.
Squat.
Now, Liam Stevens is running Oathband, of course, because he's not insane. We then have an Ioneer champion with the Appraising Glare, which is the enhancement. Appraising Glare is the enhancement that picks an objective marker and goes, that one counts as having an extra token on it. We then have Uthar the Destined, the named character for Leagues of Votann. His whole bit is that he reduces incoming damage to 1.
Oh, that's good.
Flat to 1. That's pretty good. We have a unit of 10 Hearthkin Warriors. It's basic battle line. Nothing particularly interesting there. We have 2 units of Hearthkin Warriors. They're both identical, I think. At a glance, they look identical. Nothing crazy there. They split up. They sticky objectives. They're really good. We then have 1, 2, 3, 4 Sagittors. Best transport in the game, and I stand by that.
How much is Sagittor?
115 points.
That's actually cheap.
They're T10, they're 9 wounds, 3 up saves, scout 6. They split your infantry into 2 5-man bricks.
Needs nerfing.
They also can advance and you guys can get out. They're pretty good.
Yep.
They're pointed pretty well, I think, for an army that doesn't have a lot of options. I think 110, 115 feels about right. At one stage, they're about 90 points each. That was a problem. They've each got the high-les beam cannon, which is the big casino cannon. It's my favorite gun to fire. You roll 2 dice. You're hitting on 4s to 3s if you've got tokens out. But if you bang a 6, it's a sustained D3 for no reason at all. It's hilarious. Love to see it. We then have 2 units of Chthonian Berserks, 1 of 5, 1 of 10, which is my preferred loadout for singles. We have a single unit of 5 Terminators, the Ioneer Hearthguard, each with the Vulcanite Disintegrators and the Power Fists. That's a shame. Not enough Terminators, 0 out of 10. List's bad, move on.
Oh my goodness. Not a fan of the list here,
We then have
Mr. Dalton.
2 units, 2 Hecaton Land Fortresses, each with the SP Heavy Conversion Beamers, which is the correct choice at the moment.
Yeah.
And then 2 units of Hernkin Pioneers, just 3-man squads of the bikes, and a single unit of Hernkin Jaegers, which is the best starter sheet in this. Well, that and the Sagittor are the 2 best things in the book, or the index. The Hernkin Jaegers infiltrate. There's a 10-man squad. They infiltrate. They reactive move D6 whenever your opponent finishes a normal move, fallback, or is set up within 9 or something like that. Well, normal move, fallback, or advance. Not set up. That'd be silly if you can't set up within 9.
That's the list.
That's the list. Look, realistically, it's a very generic Leagues of Votann singles list. I joke about the Terminators not having enough of them. I'm a big fan of 30 Terminators because it's great fun to play. It's not a singles list. You don't bring it to a singles event. But the way this is going to work, you're going to have 10 Berserks in one of the land forts. You're going to have 5 Terminators in the other land fort. Uthar with probably the Terminators. I like the Ioneer Champion with them as well, but you can also run the Ioneer Champion on their own. Well, if you're kidding at the Ioneer Champion on their own, you're going to normally run the Wayfarer's Grace and Hands, which they stand back up again. So no, he's probably with the Terminators. Uthar leading one of the squads of Warriors. You then have the Sagittors splitting the Warriors into 5-man squads so they can stick the objectives and be all over the place, do a bunch of actions and things. And then you have the Sagittors themselves and the Land Forts for damage. The Land Forts are going to push up early turn 1. They're going to be aggressive. You use the Land Forts to try and box your opponent in because they're such a weird or such a difficult profile to get to grips with that unless your army has dedicated stuff that deals with it well, often you can just sit 2 of them in your opponent's deployment zone and go, what are you going to do about it? And the answer is nothing. So yeah, I like the list. 10 and 5, I'm not a big fan of the Berserk data sheet on its own, but 10 and 5 I think is the correct way to run them. Yeah, I can see Lawrence fiddling with stuff. There we go, yeah. It's the correct way to run them. So they, the big 10-man brick will pick up a knight. The 5-man brick will pick up a smaller thing. They're a big threat. They've got the Mold Grenade Launcher, which reduces movement. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's very effective on Custodians.
Yeah, this is a very elite-heavy Votann. So, like picking up a target from the Custodian side is actually a bit difficult because if he exposed or probably overextended himself, then Votann can actually hit him hard.
Yes, yeah. Like Custodians are a list that.
Can you roll? Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl down in chat, they shoot good for transport. Yes, the Sagittors. So Leagues of Votann are an interesting spot. They only have 2 vehicle profiles, which is the Sagittor and the Hecaton Land Fortress. The Hecaton wants to be like a weird, it wants to be kind of like a Land Raider. It's a weird mix of heavy firepower and transport capacity. The Sagittor wants to be like a Razorback, where it's got a little bit of anti-tank and transports some lads. But because you don't have much in the way of anti-tank in the army as a whole, it tends to be quite well statted for what it is, for a transport gun. So Ryan Jones there, discovering the concept of a Razorback. But no, you're making a really good point there, Ryan. It's not the las cannon itself, it's the issue, it's the casino cannon aspect of it, where randomly you'll just get like 5 hits off them for no reason at all.
Alright, they're rolling off who wants to go first. Let's see who will go first.
6 from the Leagues of Votann.
6 from the Leagues of Votann. Another 6 as well, I think,
that's
for Custodes.
Good, because I think Leagues definitely want to go second looking at deployment here.
Oh, 1 now.
1, there we go. Alrighty, so Custodians are going first.
Alright. So what's the mission here, Mr. Dalton? I believe it's mission L.
It is mission L. I was looking at it 20 seconds ago. It is, the primary objective is take and hold. You can see on the board, of course, it is hidden supplies.
Yep.
And search and destroy is the deployment, as you can see there.
Alright, so
we're going into Custodies turn 1. Before we do that, we will be getting some scout moves and things.
Yep.
It's worth throwing out here, the other big reason Leagues of Votann want to go second against Custodes is all of their board control matters far, far less against an army with 5 units.
Yep.
Leagues of Votann can exert an enormous amount of early game pressure because half the army has scout. As you can see, scout moving the bikes 9 inches. You're also going to see all the Sagittors scout 6 inches. And I can't actually see them at the moment, so I'm not sure where they are. They might be in one of the bottom ruins.
1, 2,
I can peek around there.
4.
I can't actually see the Jaegers. Yeah, they are there. There are 10 Jaegers somewhere. They might be in one of the land forts.
Yep.
So one of the really funny things you can do is you can stick Jaegers into a land fort, and they can reactive move back into it. Which actually, against Custodes, when your opponent isn't aggressively deploying all of your advance and charge wardens on the line, it's actually a pretty good move. Because with strat support, so Leagues of Votann, Ryan Jones, sorry, Razorbacks for my time. That's fair, bud. I've been lamenting the loss recently of Razorbacks in the last edition have lost 5 different loadout options. They're down to 2 from like 7. So I've been lamenting that recently. But yes, Razorbacks are, they are a bit old now. They're old school.
All right.
Yeah, so Leagues of Votann, something to understand here. Leagues of Votann are a very CP-hungry army. Their main army rule, for anyone that's not familiar with it, is at the start of the game, they pick 4... Well, start of the game, it's all changed and it's awkward. For this detachment, at the start of the game, you're going to pick 4 of your opponent's units. Give each of them 2 judgment tokens to start with. You get +1 to hit for the first judgment token and +1 to wound in addition for the second. And that's it, they don't stack any further than that. You can also get judgment tokens by killing Leagues of Votann units. You get 1 for that. And Appraising Glare, as I mentioned, will pick an objective and treat everything on it as having 1 more. And then if the Leagues of Votann player kills any of those units early game, depending on which battle round it is, they generate a load of extra CP. If they kill it turn 1, they generate an additional 3 CP. Don't mind me, I can't count. You usually get 4 because you usually burn an objective for a CP as well. This is in addition to the extra CP you generate from anything else. It specifically calls it out. That said, they are a CP-hungry army, especially the Berserk heavy list like this. They want to be tank shocking with the land forts. They want to be spending the CP to increase the AP of their Jaegers when they get out and charge and then get back into land fort in their opponent's turn. It's a bunch of tricks they do because the army itself is a very vanilla... Leagues of Votann are one of the most vanilla armies, right? Their army rule takes them from unplayable to playable, not from playable to tricky. The tricks you have to play are like basic gaming tricks. You got to be really good at combat. You got to be really good at movement positioning. Really good at reactives. Really good at CP tracking and looking after your CP pool going turn to turn.
All right. So Lachlan already drew his secondary area denial and cleanse. So let's.
That is a rough first turn draw in this matchup.
Yeah, I think he can still cleanse.
I mean, area denial's easy, but it forces you to present something.
Yeah.
Are they Witch Seekers at the front?
There are Witch Seekers over there.
Do they have a reactive move built in?
No, nobody has reactive move in Custodes except for the detachment talents of the Emperor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, so let's go and listen to Lachlan. Yep.
Which is not like...
Is it ideal?
Ideal. So I'll advance this one right here.
Ooh.
Gone.
And you didn't want to use the risky rolls dice.
I know. Now here we are. This guy will just
Touch.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Item. These guys, I guess, are cleansing, so they'll just move. And then I'll move some wardens behind them.
Lovely.
In case you charge me with the berserkers that you're probably going to...
They're wardens or they're custodian guard?
The custodian guard.
Yeah.
And then I'll advance the wardens behind them.
And you can fight first with the wardens?
I can't fight first.
But you can heroic and...
I can fight on death.
Yeah. Fight on death 2 CP or 1 CP?
1 CP, but it's only a 4+ unless you're a character, in which case it's 2+.
So it makes it interesting. You're giving me lots of options. I don't like that.
Options. I'll advance this unit over here as well.
1?
It's going 7, but they're not going far.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to quickly... I'm just going to go to the toilet quickly.
Yeah, just take the thing off.
Yeah, just take it off. Just take it off. Just I don't want people to hear me go to the toilet.
No, you can just stand on the table. It's cool. Pretty cheap angle. I think those girls are going to vibe. There's kind of a hole here, which is annoying. But there's a hole like there. There's a hole right here.
Have I missed much?
I'm just moving shit up.
You're moving stuff away. Boo.
I think I'm basically done. So Just cleansing this objective here. It's the only one I can do.
Sweet, I'll give you 2. I can't stop area denial, so I'll give you 5.
And that's my turn, man.
Sweet. So 2 points for cleanse, 5 points for area.
Yes, please.
Area denial. Cool. All right.
It's not the worst shit ever.
Start of end of your turn. I go to 2. You go to 1.
Yeah, I'll be on 1.
Cool. I'm going to get marked for death and assassinate because the guards love me. Containment extend. Oh my lord.
Bastard.
That is such a funny start.
I never liked you, Liam.
Oh. Boo. Sweet.
I cannot believe you.
I can't believe you've done
I can't
this.
believe you get the god turn 1.
The god turn 1 with the army that moves very fast.
You know what I mean?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
Sweet, I can even do it with my Jaegers. That's funny.
Yeah, you got options.
I do have options. I got time.
All right. That is a banger draw for turn 1 for Leagues.
For Leagues, yes.
Yeah.
On the search and destroy deployment.
Yeah. Very quickly, Lawrence, tell us right.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Telestrator is just here, and then I'll give you the telestrator now. There you go.
There we go. Fantastic. So yeah. So very cagey turn from the Custodes, just moving up, staging a bit. The idea that they're going to be running with here. Why is this?
No. Go and right.
No. See.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're having a couple of technical issues with the telestrator here. Does that work?
Yeah, you try to replace.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
You see.
Don't mind us. Sorry, the telestrator was just showing us last game. So you've got these 2 blocks here, where you've got like the Witch Seekers and stuff, and the guard units at the front here and here. Both of them being backed up by heroic intervention threats. It doesn't mean you can't charge them, but it does mean that it's going to be really, you're going to be really careful how you do it.
Yep.
Of the 2, I suspect we'll see a charge coming from what looks like berserks in this land fort, coming down this way, because that sort of makes sense to do. You're not going to see, I don't expect to see another charge coming to the other unit. What you will see though is a bunch of firepower. You're going to have stuff like all these guys up here going to move across, get lines of fire down this way, and just clear them up.
Yeah,
they don't need to do anything else. You're also going to end up seeing probably a screening unit come and sit across here somewhere in order to try and stop the big unit of wardens down here advancing and charging straight up. You're going to need to screen this whole area here.
Yep.
Yeah. So the big thing here, and you can see him screening the backfield as well. Big thing here for Leagues of Votann, it's turn 1. They don't need to play aggressive yet,
Yes.
not into Custodes. The Custodian player is going to run out of units very, very fast. The big thing for the Leagues player is to make sure they can pace how many units the Custodian player is taking back in return.
Yep. Some more. He drew a perfect secondary here. That's a quick 11 points for him.
Yeah, like extended battle lines and containment are both really good for him here. Containment he can just get almost for free. He has enough stuff that he can just do it. And then, yeah, extend battle lines with hidden supplies, again, almost automatic. You can see him measuring out charge ranges and things here. Yeah, if I were the Leagues of Votann player, and I can see these little tokens are the units he's put 2 judgment tokens on to begin with. It's those 2 there, it's this unit down here, and I can't see the other one quickly. Oh, yes, I can.
Oh, there in the
It's
home.
just here, which means that's going to be... actually, no, I suspect that's going to be the Appraising Glare. It's the only objective
okay.
that Lachlan controlled at the start of the turn. Or the only one that matters to have something extra on.
Yep.
So, dealing with those units is going to be pretty big. If he can kill one of them, he just gets loads of extra CP. The rest of the game becomes a lot easier to budget his CP for, which is one of the biggest things about playing this army. Yeah, we've got we do have down in chat someone asking if people find the Leagues of Votann intimidating with all of the vehicles, and the answer is I hope so, because that's what they're supposed to do. That's sort of what they're there. It's what they're there to do, right? They don't have loads of stuff. You either intimidate with vehicles or with Terminators. Ideally, both. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop our box out of the way here real quick because we can see him moving some stuff up in the bottom corner.
Let's put this one as well.
Yeah, there we go. So you can see a bunch of stuff down here. Yeah, okay, so we've got the Jaegers tucked away in the corner. We've got some of the lads getting out of the Sagittor to sticky that objective.
Oh, you
And a
also have
bunch of
sticky.
things- Yes, all of the basic troops for Leagues of Votann sticky objectives.
That's actually very good. You already have scout.
It is very
there's
good, yeah.
Sticky. You have everything.
Leagues are a very board control-y fast army, despite being dwarves. Like, yes, we're dwarfs, and we're very fast because all of our vehicles are quick. You've also got the bikes have the worst version of Uppy Downy, where they can't do it turn one, and they can only do it near a board edge.
And are they deep strike?
No.
So
They're just strat reserves, just near a board
When
edge.
you come down,
And they have to be near a board edge
edge.
to leave in the first
Yeah.
place as well.
Oh,
They have to be within 6 inches of the board edge. Not the whole, like, just one of the models has to, like, touch within 6 inches. It's
Yeah.
very loose, but it is there.
well, they're very fast anyway, so you can actually just also cut angles in the edges. So
Yeah.
I think it's just deciding whether to actually contest that particular objective there.
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. I think it's... The value ideally comes from... the best possible thing that he can do with that central objective is he can have his Berserks get out of this land fort, move over here, charge here and fight in a line on this side of the wall, and none of them, very importantly, none of them get within 6 inches of this unit of wardens. Which is technically possible, it just requires a little bit of, like, tricky fiddling.
Or depends on his charge roll. If you charge
Well,
big, then he
this
doesn't
is the
have
case where
choice.
you'd end up re-rolling large. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to be very specifically making sure they are a 7-inch charge away,
Yeah.
which is the most likely roll.
So just within 6
So, no, just within 8,
on the 7.
because you want a 7-inch charge,
Well,
so that you
7
can reliably re-roll an 11 or a 12
Well,
to
7
try
is
and get a 7.
7 is a failable charge
Well, I mean,
for squats.
it's failable, yes. The other big one is he's probably going to want to make sure he's putting mole grenades into the warden unit, so in case he can't avoid it, they're neg 2 to their charge as well. But the ideal, as I'm saying here, is getting a line on this side of the wall, fight and kill these custodians here, because he's not going to have enough firepower that he can move to up here to shoot them with. This Sagittor probably shoots at them, where he does a good job of killing a couple,
Yep.
but he's not going to bring enough firepower around to pick up the whole squad.
Yep.
So the idea will be you want to go for the 7-inch charge, so you are not within heroic intervention range. I mean, I say that, he's just moving straight up,
He
so,
just moved that.
you know, what do I know? But very specifically, not within heroic range, because he doesn't want them to heroic into him. And then he also wants to be not within 3 inches, so that when he consolidates, he doesn't have to consolidate into them, and instead can consolidate back onto this objective, away from the wall, so that, again, another next step, so that if the wardens then charge him, let me try this again here, he ends up sitting back here, basically where he is now, so that when the wardens do charge him in his next turn, they must pop through the wall and sit on this side of the wall, so that in return, he can pull multiple land fortress of firepower in to shoot at them across there.
Yep.
So it's a bunch of different steps and things. The other way to do it, and what I think is happening here, which is slightly more reliable short term, but I think is a little bit short-sighted, like it won't work as well over time, is just send them in, force him to use the CP for heroic intervention to bring the wardens in, to bring them up to here, and just plan to completely lose the unit of berserks, which he will lose the unit of berserks if this happens. They'll just kill them. But pardon me, in doing so, he will take out this unit and probably do a bit of damage to the wardens. The reason that this is slightly less effective is this then means that the wardens can hide for another turn behind that wall.
Yep.
Yeah. Over-analysis of a single movement phase brought to you by
Mr. Dalton.
all of our sponsors, General Games, Miniature Scenery, Proxywars, and Baron of Dice. Check them out below.
There's Josh over there. So now let's go back to the players.
The bikes and the Jaegers and extenders 5. Cool. I'm not going to get them out, they're going to stay there. We'll go into the more interesting shooting.
Yep.
We'll do these guys here. They're going to do their indirect into the blade champ to try and slow you.
Yep, go ahead.
2d6 plus squad of 5 at least.
Yeah.
So 2d6 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So 5, 9, 11. 5, hitting on 4s, go to 5s, back to 4s with +1 to hit. Fail. I'm assuming you're not popping your Fino Pain?
Oh, man, it's tempting. It's tempting.
But
That could do some real damage.
they can do some real damage. It's more the strategy, really. Cool. Just 3 armor saves. You're fine. On a 4-up, you are slowed. You are slowed.
-2 charge.
Move, advance, and charge. So, just one of these ones. Cool. Do you want to reactive move them?
I'm good.
Cool. Next, we'll do strategy going into them.
Yeah.
3 bolt cannons just to get out of the way. 3s, 6 are sustained. Strength 6 T6.
Yep.
So 4s to 3s for +1. 2 on your armor.
3 or 2?
2. Just
2 on your armor. Sure.
fine. The funny cannon now. D3.
He's funny. Oh, he's very funny.
He's very funny.
Having a great time.
He's having a ball. 2s.
Goes to 3s, -1.
-1, +1. Strength 12. Strength 12.
In 2s, yeah.
5.
Wow, let's try that.
Oh, yeah, true. So,
Sorry. 5 words, alright. Funny cannon did funny things.
okay.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
Funny?
Cool. That's pretty funny. I'm having a good time.
Just roll
To
it.
kill, yeah.
+1. Dead. Dead. Alive on 1
Yeah,
and
skill
kill.
3. Funny cannon.
Funny cannon does funny things.
I'm laughing.
You're laughing. We're laughing.
I'm really laughing. That's
Oh.
yeah, that's funny.
That's funny. Cool. Do you want a reactionary move?
No point.
No point? Cool. I feel like if I didn't kill as many, you probably would, but yeah. All right,
Yeah,
we'll just
that's cool, man.
just charges into your custodian guard.
Go ahead.
There you have the big old spike into the warden, so shows me for saying the strategy won't kill a bunch.
So, front, 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 full frontage.
You're gonna have to do some bases or something.
Yeah, I do have to do bases, unfortunately. Full frontage. Can I stop that anyway? Probably not. I'll put him here. I mean, I have to put. I mean, I can do it like that. And then stop, you dickhead. Sure. You can definitely heroic. There's no doubt about that. But it's up to you.
I mean, it's less cool now. I think I'm just gonna fight on death.
Just gonna do dispense EV for fight on death.
I think so.
Alright, easy.
Otherwise, you swing on me, and that actually really hurts.
Yeah.
That's the only charge, right? So
Yeah.
there you go. I've already said I fight on death.
Dispense EV for fight on death, cool. And we shall get going. So it's 32 attacks. You're not -1 on a wound here. Oh, it doesn't. It's +1. Cool. 6, 12, 18, 24, 32. So this will be 3s, then 2s.
Yeah.
Cool. 3s.
It's like 3 damage each, isn't it?
Flat 3 damage, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty dead.
Is the character also 4-up in one?
Just got a 5 up.
5 up, so you have to do 4 at a time. There'll be 2s. Come on. Fail, 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 fail. Might as well just roll these ones. Okay, 1's died. 2 died. 2 died.
Does say fight on death?
1 does.
Man. Why can't my dice be funny?
Because you didn't take Death Watch.
She also fights.
Cool.
She's a character. She did the 1 fight with Spain.
Yeah.
1 drop, 1 or no drop, 1 in. I am within 6, so
Yes.
just 3 is probably right.
T5, yeah.
Re-rolling because
I'm on an objective. You're on an objective.
you got 6, 2, 2, so 2 damage each.
6, 2, 2, go through. So 5 up. dead. 5 up, dead. 5 up, alive on 1. 5 up, dead. 5 up, dead. Alive on 1.
Cool. Just look up the Inquisitor. It's not great. I think she's got 4 attacks with the Power Sword from memory. That's a forced weapon. I apologize.
It's alright.
4 attacks to me on 30.
Oop.
Winning on T
5.
5, so 4s with no +1, but rerolling. 2.
AP 2.
2 D3 damage.
Just
so
roll.
First one is 2, 1, and then 3.
So 3, so
And
4 in
guy
total.
on 1.
He dies.
There's a guy on 1, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, guy on 1, so
the
apologies.
first one is on
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
Chilling, and then he dies.
Yeah, well, she dies.
Okay.
Cool. And I'll just consolidate backwards.
All right, so that was a pretty fantastic turn for Leagues of Votann. All of my analysis of the movement phase is basically completely lost the moment that
Give me a second.
he's pretty much completely lost the moment that a Sagittor shoots in and just ruins this squad of Wardens. Because now at 3, they're no longer the big threat they were. 3 of them won't pick up an entire unit of Berserks in return. 5 in a character would.
Yeah, this will still pick up because now
This will do a lot
the
of
Berserk-
work.
How many Berserker left? 5?
2 of the big lads and 3 of the small ones.
But they can still pick that one out because Blade Champion with
They
devastating.
can now, but if you'd spent the CP on the heroic intervention, he wouldn't have had the
obviously,
CP for the
yes.
fight on death.
Yeah.
Which didn't do particularly well either. He flubbed the roll on that.
Yep.
But it is worth pointing out that sometimes that's the casino canon, right? Sometimes you just roll well and you just pick up a bunch of custodians. It's pretty great.
Yeah, because what the big one is flat 3 damage each. And
The
Sagi-
Sagi, the big one's D6 damage.
the D6.
But it's the D3 sustained. Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty wild.
yeah, pretty wild.
So we have some secondaries being drawn here. We've got behind enemy lines and sabotage for the Adeptus Custodes. Behind enemy lines is very rough. And sabotage is always one of those secondaries where if you're in a low model or a low unit count army, you really don't want to have to spend a unit doing.
Yeah. And going first is also very bad for the secondaries.
Exactly, yeah. The custodians feel every loss, right? Losing a unit of guard, sure, it's the most worthless custodian unit, but it still sucks to lose. Losing half a unit of wardens, like that's no longer as big of a threat as it was. There's a chance that just bounces and dies in return.
True.
Yeah.
Now, because even if that particular warden would charge the middle objective, as you said earlier, then he would just be exposed to all of the good shooting of Votann, and then he's just like throwing that one away. But
exactly, yeah. But the counterpoint is there's not that much you can do about it.
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I could definitely see. I'm going to put our box out of the way for a minute here. I could definitely see this unit of wardens having a few options here. Going for the center and spreading out along here is one, although I think it's the worst option there. The other one is going this way. You've got the pretty reliable advance and charge. There is a big brick in this L here of Jaegers and other little squishy stuff. This Warden brick could very reliably advance and charge down this way here. Advancing down here, charging, killing pretty much everything in this L very reliably, I think.
I think that's what he should do. And then if he can actually, on the Votann's turn, pop in the Feel No Pain for the shooting of Votann, at least he can survive a bit.
Because the other big thing is he has a free Rapid Ingress strat with his
With the
Venetari.
Venetari, yep.
Now, this area here, you can see you've got all of these lads tucked in back here. They're doing a lot of heavy lifting for screening. If you send a unit down that clears them up and probably also tries to pick up the Sagittor here, that's a big open area to bring more forces in and pressure this flank, which Leagues are fast, yes. They don't redistribute their forces quickly once they get engaged. So the whole point with if he were to try and deal with that, he would need to be able to do so by pulling stuff down from the center. These would have to come this way, down here, rather than continuing to apply pressure this way and maintain control over this central line of objectives down here. Right now, he's got threats on every objective down here. If Lachlan can pull those off and start forcing him to move things around and make choices between which objectives he threatens, that's how the Custodians can kind of take a little bit of that extra pressure off themselves, actually apply some back to the leagues.
Yep. So hidden supplies actually doesn't play well also for Custodes.
No,
and then going first also is now like he's on the back foot.
Yeah.
Alright, let's listen
jump
back to the players.
Once you declare it later on, don't you, for your advance and charge?
The mystery.
So sore, she's like,
I think this unit's going to advance and charge.
Sure. Oh, he's moving. Oh, they're moving.
Got him just all the way there.
Do I want to Overwatch it?
Let me know.
I got 3 CP, go down to 1, go down 2. I get more CP at the start of your turn. If I do pop off, you're not blinking it. I think I will. Just if I can, even if I kill one.
With the land fort or
with a land fort, 100%.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So we'll do the non-twin link, non-sustain first. Nothing. The twin linked and sustained. Nothing. And then the 2 funny cannons. Nothing. Waste of shots.
There you go. Let me take that. So I'm thinking like, it's not optimal. Well, I wouldn't want to drop the termies, but I'm feeling like I have to make a move to get a bit lucky and just like shoot shit, hit a 9, try to just kill as much as I can this turn.
True.
Currently I'm in 6, so I'll move these girls.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just get them out of 6, so I'm actually getting my
Lines of the Emperor?
and my line
Your army
buff, my army rules. I'll move that dude over there to do my sabo.
Yep.
So I have to decide. You've already got a bunch of OC on this.
Correct. Was the squad of 5 wardens or it's 6 anyway, regardless. Yeah. You're not below half.
Of what?
The warden and
They're at half, yeah.
They're at half.
Cool. I mean, they could. Or what they do.
Be the realist.
And if I do, I'm just dropping it like here, right? And then try to land fort as well and try to pile into those.
Yeah.
That's like the play, right? So I guess that's. I think I'm just gonna try to go for it. I think I just have
Fair
to
enough.
go.
Just try and punch him in the face really
I
hard.
just have to. Like, what other choice do I have?
Yeah, that's fair. Did you actually?
Come here. I need you, boss.
No, you're too powerful, Lawrence.
Alright, do you want a rapid?
No.
Cool. Go to shooting. We'll start with this unit. So Draxus's Dev Wound gun is going to the land fort.
Sure.
And then the sustain gun and all their guns are going to the berserks here.
Sweet. You roll it and tell me what I need to do.
Alright, so we'll do the Dev Wound gun first. Hitting on 2 because I'm buffed. And winning on 5, but 6 of the devs, and I'll reroll.
Ooh.
So 4 Dev Wound and 1 save and nothing.
It's fine. 4 damage in total.
4 damage total.
One big shit.
Sustain gun. So I dropped 2, but 1 sustain.
Yeah.
T5 you said?
T5 on those guys.
So
Yeah.
winning on 2 for rolling. You got 5 at AP 0, but 2 damage each.
5 at AP 0, but 2 damage each. I will have cover.
Yes, you will.
So 6s are 5s. Okay. Damage 2 each.
2 each, yep.
First one, 11-1. Second one, one has been fetish.
6 gears. These are 4s rolling. 4 more, 1, 2.
AP1, so 4, 6 up. All go through, 2 damage each. I've got 2 guys, so 2 wounds. 1 is dead. 2 is dead. And then 4 onto the big boy. Alive on 1.
Is that just him left?
Yep. 2 guys and then 1 on 1, he's full.
Okay. I'll double shoot. Same targets, same priority. Dev Wound gun. Drop 1. 5, 6 of the devs. I'll just fix. 1, 2 devs, wounds, 1 save.
But save it and 2 more damage. Down to 10.
Add 2. 2's rolling into the berserk. You got 7 AP, sorry, 8 AP 0.
8 AP is 0. That's not good. All 2 damage, yeah?
2 damage, yeah. So,
Best one, he is dead. Then that's going to be 6 times.
he should be dead.
Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Beautiful.
And you do get a judge.
Get a judge. I am judged.
You are in fact judge. Judge? Judge!
Might as well shoot the wardens into that Saji here.
Who, sorry?
These wardens in that Saji.
I do have a 2 CP if you want to do it, to shoot
to
back
fight
at you.
him there.
To shoot back at you.
That's not a bad point. It's no point.
Just don't want to gotcha.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's not worth it. Oh, I'll bring the token. So I didn't think I'd bring it.
It's probably it's magnetized. There you go. Cool. Are you keeping a boy in space as well, by the way?
Yeah, the Venetarian space.
Oh no, sorry. Could you put him back
Yeah,
up?
he can stay here.
Yeah.
I'll just leave him there.
Yeah.
He's happy. There's nothing for him to like do.
Yeah.
So
unless you want him to sabotage, unless you're doing it with that guy.
He seems happy. So.
Yeah.
Seems happy. That's pretty much my shifting.
Yep.
Do I have to clear these guys first? How much space is there?
Not a lot.
I guess we'll charge them first.
Going into the Hecaton?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cool. 9 rolling. I got the 10 already, so. Bam.
Damn.
We're good at the video game.
Damn. Touch there. And then just daisy training, I
I
guess.
think, yeah, these guys probably just end up 2-inching you.
Yeah.
And you can base there and then.
They'll just be on the objective. Kill.
They should both do it in 2 to fire you through.
Sweet.
Those guys charging the Saji over there. I rolled all
Oh,
10.
look.
3
Just
tens in a row.
nothing but 10s, bro.
I feel, at least the charges are alright.
At least the charges are fine.
Alright.
Where are we Okay, we have a guest here. Yeah, one of the Team Victoria player, Mr. Kyle McKenzie. Welcome, welcome. Where are you playing today?
I just needed a week off.
Ah,
Going
Well-
from Hobart to Ballarat, plus all the lead up to ATC.
yeah. You need a break. You did well in what, those two events?
Yeah.
And then you got lots of cash prize also last weekend.
That's all right. I spent most of that today.
You spent it
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you get?
I bought a GSC Combat Patrol. Bought some
GSC?
Gene Stealers. Yeah.
No more Eldari for you?
Oh, I'm still playing Elder. But they're going to get over nerfed soon.
Yeah, I think so, Sue. Yeah, they voted for... You voted to Unit. I think they would be nerfed. Lachlan was so lucky he was able to make a 10-inch charge of his Alaris to that Hecaton Fortress. So I think he would be very much dead.
Is he using your dice, is he?
Sorry?
Is he using your dice?
No, he's still using the Restorer's dice, but he's using my models, so it's somehow blessed.
Yeah.
And then I think the Wardens will just pile into that Sagitor over that side, and then at least I think he would be able to recover a bit. But I think this is still a very hard matchup for Custodes, because just the firepower of Votann is actually good anti-Custodes or Custodes killer.
The Hecatons just picked them up.
Yep. So he will still have one more Hecaton left after this round, and then let's see what he can do. All right, let's go back to the game. Listen to the players.
Got a fail two for me.
Gee, does he explode? I'd love an explosion.
Not today. And you can probably get them out.
Yeah, I'll get him out here.
It's only a fireman, so you probably have room.
I'll do me mortals.
Oh, you do that. I'll start rolling over there if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
So you got 9 wounds, right?
9 wounds, correct.
Do the dev wound profile on the shield camp. Struck 1/1. Actually, should be lethal. Winning on
T10.
T10, so 5 goes to 4 with devs. So you got 1 lethal, 1 save, AP 3, damage 3.
6s, 1 saves.
Only 2 warden friends.
Oh yeah.
2 lethal, 2 drop, 5 so rerolls. So you got 6 total. 2.
6 at AP2.
Yes, please.
5s. Yeah, not dead. Do they explode?
Thanks,
Your OC 2 each or 3 each?
3 each because I got the balance.
I can't get them out anyway, so that's fine. I'll do my mortals for you because I haven't done that yet.
So over here, it's like the shield champ can fight here. But that's probably, he could probably face him. And I think that's the only thing that can hit them. And then I can just do
Rest in.
rest into here.
Oh, mortals. Before you do that, I'm just going to do the mortals because if I kill one,
go ahead.
I'll pull you out.
Yep. You might. I did have
2
a
ones?
bit more.
Nah, they're fine. Other guys, they're fine as well. Everyone's all good.
Cool. So, as I said, blade champion 1.
Yep.
So you got 2 wounds.
-1 to wound, your strength's higher than me.
Minus 1 to wound, strength is higher.
And then you give me a clap back if I do it. Strength 9, AP2, 2 damage.
I think I'm just going to do the AP3 profile.
Sure.
So And I guess I'll call sustain because I'm more interested in them than the statue.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, should count first, and 2.
Okay.
Unlucky. Winning on 4s. 2 times 3 to have wounds. No saves.
Yep, and then do 2 die.
Got 1, add 1.
Strength.
4s, 3s goes to 4s.
Yeah. 2, 3. AP.
AP 2 damage 2.
4s.
Kill 4 total.
Kill 4 total.
2, 3. 4 into the Saji. Lots of 1s. 3 6s. 5. You've got 7 2 2s.
7. 2 2. 4. 7. 2 2. Damage.
2 each, so he's on.
Oh, 3. 2 each.
2 each. 2 each.
Yeah, so he's on 1.
He's on 1.
Cool. Happy with that. I guess I'll just punch you back.
Yeah, man. Might as well tag you.
Sure. Alright, we'll do Uther and the lad. So 2 power fists first. Both hits. Strength 9, +1, -1, so 3s.
Yeah.
2 on your invuln of your wardens.
Love it.
5 attacks from Uther. You can still flip a dice. 2 fails. 6 of the Devos. I'll just turn that to a 6.
Yep.
So 2 invuns. And then 2 damage on Devo.
Not too bad. Now I'm finally passing save.
You found it.
Okay.
And then the 3 attacks hitting on 3s because you're judged. 1 wound, no AP. You're fine. Then the guys, 4 punch. Sure. 4 punches and kicks. 3s. And then 4s because strength 4 +1 wounds. 1, no AP. Whoop.
Almost.
Cool. And then 2 attacks from the axe. 2 hits, strength 5, so still force a wound. Nothing. Cool. So
in terms of cards, I'm not storing any. I didn't quite get behind here.
Yep.
So,
Pitch it.
and then sabotage is ongoing there.
Pitch behind or?
No, I'm doing sabo.
I know,
and
behind.
Ditch behind
Yep.
for a CP. So I go to 3 on your turn.
Cool. I'll go to 2, then get my 3 for 5. Before I do that, do you want to pull anything off? No. I'm quite happy with the bikes there. And I need to try and kill some stuff anyway. So, yeah. We'll do my cards before I do my primary.
Yeah.
Cards will be Assassination and Secure No Man's.
Yeah, you got characters there.
We'll just go here, and Assassination there. Kill Blade Champ. I've got a few options I can kill.
You got a.
Just go behind. Secure and Assassination. Cool. And then 10. Again, I'll just keep it here.
Sure.
You'll be counting as +2 to wound for the judgment, +1 wound for the judgment. Battle shocks. We'll do the bike, the Sagittarius first.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we'll do Uther first.
Sure.
I think Uther matters. Yep, he's failed. Cool. And then you can't force me to stay in combat, can you?
No.
No. And you can't retreat if I fall back?
No.
Cool. So I'll spend him to auto pass the Sagi.
Okay.
Sweet. And from I think we'll just go from there.
Awesome, man.
Secure straightforward. I can just push him up, shoot him, or shoot them. I think the bikes need to come out. I've got a whole bunch of guys here as well.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
I think I just need to commit a lot. You've got a rapid ingress in the bank at the moment, which is fine. You might use that for your primary, which probably not. It's also fine. Okay. For the lads here, Saggy, I've got 3 Saggies, so how many Saggies does it take to kill? Not sure. Do that. These guys are going to pop out here. That's now sticky, my heart. That one's now sticky. Next, over here. Can you stick an objective if I kill you?
No. Oh my god. Stream's now cut off.
Too many bunny runs.
This guy.
This guy.
Where'd my coffee go?
Just absolute destruction.
I'm reclaiming my coffee. Thank you for holding it.
Yeah, cool.
Can you believe this Kyle guy? I made 3 tennis charges. But now I'm getting tabled, so who's cheating now?
Alright, we'll put the lads, the short lads here.
Not the short lads.
Short lads. These guys will also come out. So go 5. What's that? Wow, this one.
Oh yeah, what did you draw? What's your secondary cert?
Secure and... Sorry, I thought I put it in.
No, you're good.
Secure and assassination.
That's right.
I'll pay the CP just to fall back, shoot and charge with the Saggy.
Sorry, boss.
That's done, that's done. These guys got outside. These guys are going to fall back. I'll roll a desperate escape.
Yep.
They're fine.
Done. Having a grand old time.
Having a grand old time. They're just going to go to the corner. But you know what? I'm going to do something funny. I'm going to do... actually, I don't want to give you free shots. So, no. They're going to go corner. Sorry, no free shots.
No free shot.
Alright, that's already bottom of turn 2, so pretty good round from the Custodes side, but the problem now is there's a lot of Votann units coming out and probably giving him a good shooting phase. And then, yeah, let's see if that Warden unit on the right side would survive with his 4+ feel no pain, 1 per phase. And then I think the Alarus captain, he can use the -1 damage. So everything is 1 damage on the shooting phase. And then if he has a CP, maybe he can come back. I'm not sure if that's the particular character with the revive on the 2-up. So let's go back to Liam.
So basically either come like here.
Wait, I'm just going to push these guys here.
I think they just come here. I think there's actually an option. Free strat, rapiding grass.
Got to change it, that's fine. I'm just finishing these guys up.
Not really. They're there.
Are their combats any good?
I mean, it's basically the same as... It's just the same.
Strength 5, AP 1, 2
5
damage?
at 7, 2-2 with glance.
5 at 7, 2, 2. Okay.
It's regular spear profile, except it's got lance.
Sweet. Alright, that's
Study at shooting, both my wardens popping short no pain.
for this turn.
Gonna have to.
Makes sense. Alright, we're going to start off with the bikes here because you can pull out line of sight going into your wardens.
Okay.
So we'll do the 6. Do the funny cannon, the rotary cannon first.
Okay.
6 shots, hitting on 3s. 6 are sustained. Strength 6 versus toughness 6 but +1 wound, so 4s to 3s.
And then -1 again.
Are they? Is it
Oh, it's not higher, right?
Yeah.
So just 3, yeah.
So 3 AP1 ignores cover.
1, so 3 kills that one guy.
4 up for no pain.
4 up for no pain. 4. Alright,
fine.
chilling.
The 2 damage weapon now.
I forgot about my ability. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then strength 7, so 4s to 3s. Then 3s to 4s to 3s.
3, 4, 3. Love it.
Yeah, just 3 more.
3 more, same thing
Did you make yourself minus 2 to charge events? It doesn't matter. You rolled a 10 anyway.
for these guys.
Yeah. No, you made a 10 anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they didn't need anywhere.
2 damage.
2 damage.
1. It's a guy on 1 wound, guys. Sweet. All right. Awesome. Next, we'll start with the Hecaton. He's going to go everything into here.
Sounds good.
Non-twin link, non-sustained weapon first. 3s. And then 3s. 3 at AP1 ignores cover. Well, fine. Sustained twin linked weapon. Pops back in. Strength 6, so 3s, +1 wounds. Re-rolling. Be 5.
AAP.
2 damage
1,
each.
2 damage. Not getting cover.
Ignores cover, yeah.
2 damage each.
2 damage each.
So first 2.
Yep.
Doesn't feel like it. This is classic water. Right, now he feels like it.
Very much feels like it. Could have made it better. Might fuck up. Big cannon. Hits. 3s. No. Unfortunate. They just whiff hard. Cool. Next will be over here. We'll do the grenades into wardens.
Sure.
On a 5 up, I get the CP back. Nope. So down to 3.
like
Down to 2.
grenade
Yeah, grenade strat.
Yep, no problem.
6.
Every bit helps.
4 ups. Yeah. 4 mortal wounds.
Alright, kills the guy.
Cool. I'll just do the incidental shots. All hit. Force wound, strength 5, +1 wound. 3, AP2. 1 damage each.
AP.
2. Yeah.
I didn't say cover. I just assume it's on the guy because they're going to have to pull from there anyway.
On 1. Cool. Next we'll do the special weapons team. Going in, they ignore cover.
Okay.
So the 2 same shots, just 2 shots this time. Both hit. 1 wound, AP2, ignores cover. 1 damage. Fine. The pistol hits. 3's to wound. No. L7 missile, focus shot. Hits. Does not wound. And then the funny shot does not hit. Boo. Alright, next grenade launcher slalom. 1, 2, 1. Your squad of 5 or 6? Or 4?
It's got a 4 right now.
4. Hits. Does not wound. Are you slowed? You are not slowed. Cool.
So what shot? He shot. They've shot.
None of the Sagittars yet.
Is he?
He fell back shooting charge.
I see spend a CP for that? Or?
Yeah, that's why I'm down to 2. I was on 5, send 1 forward, pass,
Yeah,
fall back
you
shooting
got-
charge.
you got so
and
many.
grenades.
So you can do the 3 Sagis.
So we'll start off with we'll test the waters. We're going to do this Sagittarian into your Terminator squad. Now you can reduce all damage to 1, can't you, correct?
Only with him.
Okay.
And I have to declare that at the start of the phase.
Which you haven't declared.
Okay then.
Cool. So we'll do the Sagittarian first. We'll do the... Because you have 1 guy on 1 wound.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do the bolt cannon into here.
Yeah.
And then the laser cannon into there.
Love it.
So bolt cannon first, here on 3s. 3s. Re-rolling. 3 ups. 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. Okay. Hey, you made up. You didn't do it before. The laser cannon now. 1 hit. 2's the wound. 1 wound. D6.
3 shot reroll. Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
Alright.
No.
Fail. 4 to kill.
5.
Kills one.
One has perished. Lovely. Next, we'll do the bolt cannon here, laser cannon to them.
Love it.
Bolt cannon, sustained. 2, AP1.
AP1 with cover.
AP1 goes to none with cover, so you got just, doesn't matter. Then the laser cannon to the Termies, D3. 2 on your invuln. And then lastly, the Sagittar, he's going to put all his shots into the lads here. You got one guy still. Yeah, that's annoying. We'll do the having 2 will be annoying for you. We'll do the Centurion. We'll do the Sagittar into. I think I'm just going to do the 3 bolters into the Warden again, and then do the 2 laser cannons into the Termies again.
Same thing, okay.
Okay?
Same thing.
Same thing. Same old thing.
Same old thing.
Just 1 hit. 1 wound. You're fine. Big cannon. D3. Ooh.
Oh, you're funny.
They're funny. 2s. 5 invuns.
He's funny.
3. First one. Kills one. Kills another. And then 6 damage on your character.
Oh, man.
Whew.
Dude, these things are bullshit.
I mean, to be fair, some of the shots have been super sweet. All right, so down to 1. Cool.
Actually, fuck.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, we're going to go to the charging phase.
Like, even your damage has been amazing.
Yeah, my damage has been amazing. We go to the charging phase. You've got 3 CP. That's scary.
I was feeling great until you did that.
Yeah.
It would have been totally fine if you didn't do that.
Are these guys going to go into Blade Guard?
Again.
The Warden. You know what I'm talking about. In. Stop. I'm just going to try and go for him.
Might as well.
Nope. I don't want to CP reroll it. Oh, do I? CP reroll, then tank shock. As soon as you move him, I can overwatch him. He's not the one that gets back up, is he? That's this guy here.
That's that guy right there.
Yeah. It's on a 2-up, or just always gets...
2-up, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. I rolled a 1 in my last game, so...
It's not a guaranteed thing. I think I have to leave it. Unfortunately. I'll do the Warriors. They'll go into the Wardens, the specialist team. Sure.
Do they have any melee?
The Sergeant has a special weapon.
Right here?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go into them.
Okay. You stumble in.
Yeah. We can go there. Then he won't be able to fight because it's not base to base.
Correct. So you're down to 2 CP?
Yeah.
Does that
Maybe
change?
I just died at that one guy, you know.
Does that change anything? What am I looking at there? Nah, completely out. Can do it with him. Tank shock him. You have a feeling of pain anymore, do you?
No. wants to charge first?
I think I'll charge the Sagittarian in. That may probably not get in. Unless it's within a 4. No, it's in a 4.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'll tank shot for 1 TP. So 9 dice. 6, 9. 5 and 6s. Just 2 mortal wounds.
You used to kill one on 2.
That's all I care about. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, man.
We'll do the Zerks first.
Sure. I'll probably fight on death.
Yep. 6. 7, 10, 16. Looking for 3s. And then 3s, because +1, -1. Strength. It's okay. To be 7. No, that on your invuln. 3 damage. Your blade character is alive.
Really? Oh, does the guy fall on death? He will. I'll do that now.
Go for it.
Maybe I'll just put him into this squad.
Yeah?
Might as well. Just in this squad.
Sure.
Attacks.
T's 5.
Within 6, so
3s.
winning on 3. You got 4 saves, 2-2.
4, 2, 2. I'll do first one on 6 up. 6 up. 6 up. 6 up. Cool.
He's just a better gamer, man.
Dice available now from riskyrollers.com.au.
Lamau even. Maybe I should play Custodes. Just roll.
Maybe.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet. So I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna do
we can
funny
fight that.
shenanigan. I'll do here. And we'll go here. WTC. And then he just has to try and go along here. All right. Because I need to push for it. No, I'm not going to do it. It's a waste of CP. If I had 5 shot, all 5 guys going in, I would. I was thinking of increase my AP, but it's not worth it. All right. So the 2 shacks into your character.
Yeah.
Both hits. 4s.
7.
1 at AP 2. 2 damage. You're fine. And then the lone boy hits. Wounds. You're fine. And then 1 guy into your blade character. Does hits. Does wound. You're fine. Characters on how many? You're taking 3s.
Yeah, he took 3, so he's on 3. I'll put that out.
Yeah, you're good.
That's the end of fight first.
Go for it.
I guess I'll do the captain here, or the
Captain guy into the character guys.
sustain, obviously, not that I rolled any.
T5.
5, so 2.
3. Oh, you're strength
I got
10.
the enhancement with the plus 3. So 5, 3, 3.
5 at 3, 3. Cool. So I've got the character on 4 up in one. So 4 up. 4 up. Sure, the 6 up is dead. And the other 3 will just go through and kill him.
Sure.
Just slice them into bits. You did kill 1, yeah. Because I made stupid amounts of 6s. Cool. No, that's a character.
There, obviously.
Yep.
So then, I guess I'll go the 3 damage profile, because you got 2 wounds and a foot of pain, right?
Yeah, correct. And the big base has 3 wounds.
I'll do the 3 wound profile.
Okay.
Just
3s.
3s. Yeah, it's still the same. So
It's still the same.
4 times 3 damage.
Sweet. First one. 5 ups. 1 is dead. 5 ups. 1 is dead. 5 ups. Definitely dead. And fuck, I'll do it on a big bay. He's down to 2. So 3 have died, 2 guys.
Sweet.
I'll do that. I'm assuming you're all OC, you're both OC1 each?
2 each.
Oh, 2 each.
Both 2. All custodians is 2, and the banner goes to 3.
Okay. I didn't kill as many, unfortunately, but I still did a smattering of damage. One's on 2, one's on 1. Big boy base on 1. And that'll be it, I think. Fortunately, you should have done that proper, but it is what it is. So
Not kill a character. Do you want to keep that?
I think I will, because you have so many characters.
Makes sense. You can't 2 characters in 1. You can just Overwatch and kill.
I can just Overwatch, literally. Cool. And sabotage you can play for 3.
I do. So I'll be getting a 15, which
Yes, you will.
Actually, I have to make.
You have to make battle shots.
So yes, plus a battle shot. I could just free strat it because he's going to die pretty soon, and start of the battle, and I'll have it back.
And then just a blade champ.
I'll get like cards.
Oh yeah,
Blade
good.
champ is at half, so he is fine.
Oh, he's at half, yeah, of course. Engage and assassination. Kill my character who's in the corner there, because my other one's in space. He reduces all damage to 1.
Just him there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can fall back and shoot. Fall back, shoot, and charge him. I said, man, like if you just didn't do this again, I would feel okay because my Tomies can like. But then you had to kill 3 Tomies and almost him in one.
I didn't specifically do that.
Funny cannons be funny sometimes.
Yeah, famously.
Famously funny.
All right, so while Lachlan figures out what he's going to be doing next, let's have a look at how is Lachlan feeling right now, Lawrence?
Yeah, actually, he did a very decent turn because, like, he killed, 1 hecaton, and then forces Liam to actually put all the infantry out.
Yeah.
And then, although on Liam's turn, right, he really hurt the Warden and the Terminator squad over there. He was just lucky for the characters to survive because one of the secondaries were assassination, so both
Yeah, he
characters
didn't
survived.
quite get through the characters.
But that's Sagitor, bro. The funny, what do you call this one?
casino
The
cannon?
D6 damage is
Yes.
actually really hurting the Custodes.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, right? It can. You're all 3 wound, 4 wound models. Yes, D6 can be swingy, but much like you can just roll 4 up
Well,
saves,
he rolled-
sometimes you just roll 4 up damage.
He
and you
rolled
just
like
keep killing
4,
stuff.
5, 5, and then gave the character 6 wounds on the Terminator with
nasty.
7 wounds. So that's
Yeah.
why the Terminator now is very, very scared because even if he moved, probably he would try to overwatch that
He
one.
gets overwatched, 1 wound goes through, he's just dead. Yeah.
Yes. I think he would score 15 points in the primary here. He's still on the game, but let's see. I believe it's still a very, very tough for him to actually come back at this because Votann is the second player here.
Yeah, like he's very securely got this objective in the top corner here. Like these 5 lads aren't going to do a whole lot of work, and this is an empty land fort currently holding this objective.
Yep.
Unless he can get some more lads across to sticky it and then move away, I don't see that being able to move too far yet. That said, it could definitely come down this way. I could see it applying pressure here, charging in, blocking things up. But without the Berserks inside it anymore, it's far less of a threat.
Yep. And he has 3 Sagitors, which are actually the one
He does. They're doing a lot of
lots
work. He's got these bikes, right?
Yeah,
The bikes are
and-
largely untouched.
Yes.
Now, this is really important because going later into the game, these bikes become the biggest point scorers in the world.
Yep.
Having access to uppy downy with 1 billion shots when you can clear most of your opponent off the table means you can just freely leave your edges and allow them to uppy downy back into different corners and areas and things they need to get into.
Yep. There he is. I think he's calling
Going for the Overwatch.
Overwatch. Yep.
All right, let's see how this goes.
What are you shooting with? Sorry, the line.
The land, 100% land fault. It's just more shots. Sustained for length. 1 sustained. Strength 6, so 4 swim length. 2 AP1s.
2 AP1.
Ignore cover.
No cover.
And I'll get assassinate.
You sure will.
Oh, baby.
This guy's gonna.
He pick up the Alaris Terminator and
Yeah.
also got the Assassinate on his turn. So
Yes,
very good.
that's so much value for Liam there, because you score the assassinate, and then you also then just free up that slot to draw a new secondary next turn. You can keep
And then
scoring.
obviously,
You've forced Lachlan to lose a piece on his own turn that he could have been using to something else.
yep.
Now, of course, similarly, Lachlan has now used up his Overwatch, so
Yep.
Liam can no longer Overwatch anything. But
But then
that's
killing a Terminator, bro, is actually huge.
killing a Terminator character, scoring 5 points, denying a thing. What else are you going to use Overwatch on?
Yeah.
Right, that's what it's for. So it's pretty brutal. I can see like 2 major threats out on the board. You have Venatari just here,
And then one
and
more
the lads
blade
up
champ
here.
over there. Yep.
You have a Blade Champion here, which can do a bit of work, but on its own, it's still just going to fall apart after.
I think what
after
he
a bit of
needs
time.
to also needs to push the guard with the Draxus unit already somewhere. Yep, that's what he's doing.
It's popping up there. So
Probably charging that Hecaton over there.
that's an interesting one, yeah, because they could get through a Hecaton. They probably
bro.
don't, but they could.
Well,
That's
like
kind of interesting.
what he did earlier, bro, when you were out, so that particular, who's this, Draxus, gave at least 8 mortal wounds to the
Wow, okay, yeah.
to the Hecaton. That's why when he charged them with the Terminator and the Warden, he actually easily
Gotcha.
popped that one off.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go, yeah. A bunch of mortal wounds coming out of Draxus, good. And yeah, you can see him moving a unit across at the top here to help with that.
Yeah. So maybe he can kill this one in that turn, but yeah, again, after this one, then he would have maybe 2 more Sagittars and the bikes, and a couple of more units at the right corner. I'm not sure who is still there, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is worth pointing out, like, if he drops the Land Fortress and drops the Sagittor, Liam will struggle to do loads of damage in one go from here on out.
Yep.
The Lantern Fort just puts out so many shots, and the Berserks obviously are a one and done. Like, they're a one-trick pony. You throw them out, they kill something, they die. So he's running out of those as well. He does still have Uthar the Destined, who will just be an absolute damage damage sponge for a while, which is going to make it really hard for Lachlan to be getting assassination, because as you mentioned, his other character with the 5 Terminators are up in Deep Strike. That's the other big damage dealing unit. It's nowhere near as effective as a 10-man, but that could still that'll still pick up a unit of Custodians if it drops in, shoots them, and charges them.
Yep, that is correct, Dalton. All right, let's go back to the players.
Other shooting. That unit might be able to shoot. I'll find out.
Yep.
So they're shooting. Hitting on 2. Great start. Winning on +1 a wound, so probably 4.
Into the Terminators?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. 1.
1.
AP.
51, but cover.
Fine.
I'm 18, so she'll just shoot all her guns into them.
Into the lads? Yep, go for it.
Do the dev.
All hit.
Get some, because I'm hitting on 2s. You're also Xenos. Am I on the objective? I don't control.
You only dev, but I don't
So
control.
it's 3 times 2 dev wounds.
3 times 2 dev wounds. Damage.
Sweet.
So just 1 armor save, is it?
No armor saves. It's all
Oh,
just
it's yeah.
sensitive
6
for all
ups.
parts.
6 ups. 6 ups. Yeah, dead. 3 die.
Dev profile, sustain profile. Hitting on 2, sustain 2. Winning on 2s because I got the +1 a wound. Rerolling 1s.
T5, but unless you're
Doing 6 +1
yeah,
wound.
sorry.
You got 7 AP 0.
7 AP.
0.
You can see my whole unit, so 4s.
You'll get cover.
3, go through. 3, 6 ups. No, still kill the squad.
Okay.
But they are in fact up to 2 judgments now.
It's technically possible I kill you with the Hurricanus profile.
Yeah?
If I sustain you.
Ooh.
If I lethal, precision.
Go on.
But then you can just AOC and you're making 2 ups.
Go. On Sagis. Oh, damn. Yeah.
So,
Oh, no, I can't. Battle shocks.
are they battle shock?
Yeah, these guys are battle shocks. So I do desperate escape to fall back.
I mean, it's still AP1,
Oh, do you ignore cover?
but in melee.
Oh, in melee, of course. Yeah, sorry. Well,
It's not really worth it. I could just... I mean, it's helpful. T6, right?
On them, yeah, T6 -1 wound if strength is higher than toughness.
Not likely. Alright. Forages. So these guys are going to try to go for a charge on them.
Yep, so 7.
7.
Yeah, that'll do it. Just the
I'm
Jaegers?
charging both,
Doing both, yeah.
because I think I kind of have to.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I should just be able to...
Try and auto-see me and stop deny me
Pretty
primary.
much. This guy goes there, which should put him in engagement range of both units.
Cool.
I think he's just going to charge the berserkers. You can fight on death.
I can
How
fight
many
on
wounds
death.
is this on?
Hey,
This one's on.
that one's on 1 wound.
Or that one over there's on one. And I could pile onto the objective. Sure, let's try that.
Sure. 6.
Should make it. 4. 2. Sorry? No, well, actually, I'll be piling into them anyway.
Oh, you go into the status shark, I did go into the...
Yeah, exactly. I can't
Yeah.
pile into the objective.
Yeah.
Unless I go. Because then I'll be too far away. So yeah, I'll just want to see him in the head.
Sure.
Actually, I want to go. Can I just go over here? If
Yeah,
this
that's
isn't, I don't think this is possible.
No,
So do
you measure it anyway before you do it, so...
Mind if
Yeah,
I go here?
yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
All good. It's fine.
Cool. This guy's charging the landy.
Yep.
4, 6 might be out.
Maybe not. It would be hard for the pilot.
6 is in.
6 is in, yeah. Just
I
a...
think it's actually good because I got my +1 on. Probably not get them all in, but
Yeah.
the one that won't get in will be this guy, which I care less about. And these guys are charged.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine.
It'll be fine. So, yeah, as long as I go more this way, I can get my +1 on wound. As long as I... Which doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'll just do these guys first, because then they can pile in.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll probably AOC. Try and keep it alive.
How much CP do you have?
None now.
Alright, for what it's worth, I'm going to start over there first.
Sure. Which one's this one? The
Into the... These guys are putting all their attacks into the...
Jaegers?
Dudes behind, yep,
Sure.
Jaegers. All in sustain.
One goes back in.
Love it.
Choose.
2.
Maybe,
One.
maybe 2.
Yep, 4, 13.
Yep. 5 up save.
Love it.
I'll be on 1.
Natural fire.
Yep.
I'll do the 3 damage. Cool. 2, 4 times 3 damage.
Dead.
You can fight and kill me.
Dead. Go. Big boy. No, small boy. Yeah. 3s. You're not being led anymore, so 2s. 2 on your invuln. 3 damage.
I'll CP that one. No, he's dead. Doesn't get back up. Oh, the suspense.
Oh, yes! No more annoying boy.
So both times I have rolled this guy, he has rolled a 1. Last game I rolled fight on death, 2+, 1. Get back up, 1.
That's one,
Now
yeah.
this game, 1.
Don't change the dice. Because
No longer
then.
using these stream dice, these are fucked up. Alright, now you can either see the warden.
Yeah. Who are you starting off with first?
Let's do the warden first.
Yep.
Because I can let them pile in and I might break the 6.
Yeah, the main thing is you'll break the 6, so I'm happy to do the AOC there.
So you're doing the first one as the warden?
Yeah, with the wardens, correct. Because also you're AP3 with it.
Pardon?
You'll also be AP3 with the blade champ as well. If you so choose to do it, but
Yeah, but he's going to be winning on
5.
This goes to 5.
Yeah.
So I might do the spear on all.
Okay. Is all AP2 base?
Yeah, that'll be 83.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sure. We'll do the spear. So 6 attacks to 10. Do this at the same time.
Cool.
4 lethals. 5 lethals.
Sweet.
Winning on 4.
4's all strength 7, isn't it?
Strength 7, so 6 saves, 2 becomes 1.
6. These are lethal?
These are lethal. Oh no, I already put the lethal.
Ah, okay.
So it should be 7.
7?
I might have taken one more out.
I'm going to say 7. Freeze. Takes 2 damage.
Takes 2 damage.
Down to 14. And then.
Let's see if we can do this without getting too far away. So, like I could just space. So, 2 bases like that.
It's the one to the
I can
left.
just, he goes there. Oh, he's getting there.
Yeah.
Can I base that? I think if I'm gonna get, can he even punch anyway? I think he has to go here. And then,
You'll break the 6, but you'll get him in.
yeah, I think I
essentially.
break the 6 and get one in.
And then Vexilla will just be dragging along in the middle. Not that matters, he just has a shield, like an idiot.
I am re-rolling because I control the objective.
Yep.
I'm gonna call.
What?
I'm gonna go lethals again. So 3 guard.
Yep.
2 lethal. Ooh. 5 rolling. Okay,
What am I looking at?
got that. 2-2. Start them all for me, please.
Rather not. I tried.
You can try that hard.
10 damage. Down to 4.
4. Alright, Draxus, my go. Draxus doesn't get Carters, right? No lethals on her, right? Hitting on not 2s, but yours in also 2s. Pardon? Yeah.
This is a dev wound?
So, 5, 3 rolling. Alright, you do have 3 saves. I don't use 7. Start them all.
AP?
2.
Damage? Damage?
2.
Oh, yeah, kills. Doesn't explode.
Just.
He does die.
That's nice.
It will kill. Cool.
Cool, so that is going to be...
Engage for 2. Keep an assassination or pitching it?
I might as well pitch it. I'll go to CP. Yeah, I'm just getting 2 because they're not in that front. So I'll get a 2 on my turn, or your turn. I'll at least give you only a 5, but
You only give me a 5. For what it's worth, the Sagi into your idiots. Freeze.
yeah, go.
Nah, good chat. Cool. End of your turn. I think the bikes will stay there.
It's only 2 points for engage. It's not even worth it.
We'll do secondaries first. So I have 1 CP, you have 2. Behind and establish. Cool. And behind. I said I only get 5 points from a primary, unfortunately. We'll go from there. All right. 1 CP.
All right, Dalton.
Alrighty.
Let's go to your Telestrator so you can draw us some stuff.
All right. Cool. So that was an interesting one.
Yep.
The big thing there, Lawrence and I were discussing behind the camera or off mic, how likely it was for the land fort to die. What happened is about what I expect. It only just killed it.
Just.
A little swing up or a little swing down either way, it would have changed that entirely.
And it's Miss Kira Draxus to finish the fortress.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I had to get right down to Kyria Draxus fighting in, and she only just did the damage. So yeah, that's kind of, it's one of those things where it's a big profile. T12, 2-up save, 16 wounds. You can neg 1 AP it for an attack sequence. It's hard to drop in one go.
Yeah.
And it does mean now that we have a bunch of stuff out in the open. I expect these wardens here are probably going to get picked up.
Yeah, because there's no more 4+ feel no pain here. He already used that one, I think, in the previous turn.
Yeah, so he's moving the bikes across, as you can see. The bikes are going to try and shoot in here. I imagine the bikes down in this corner are going to move up, probably over here somewhere,
and
try and shoot in
Venator.
here. And then you've got 1 CP fallback, shoot and charge. I imagine this Sagi just ends up on this objective.
Yep.
This one ends up over here, and this one pushes up here as well.
Yep.
I don't know if he kills all 3 big units right now, but there's a good chance that this turn he can kill almost completely neuter the Venetarii, completely neuter or kill the guard here, and completely wipe out the wardens here.
Well, maybe the guard will survive.
I think the guard have the best chance of surviving, and I think that's the one where
But yeah,
he should care the least
yeah,
about
actually, after
killing.
that, he would not care.
Yeah, as long as he can kill 2 of anything.
Yep.
In fact, yeah, as long as he can kill 2 of anything, I think he's pretty happy.
Yep.
Because the wardens have already popped their once per game
4+ feel no
buff.
pain.
They've already done their once per game advance and charge, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they're pretty slow now and like pretty immobile compared with how they could be earlier. If even 2 of these targets drop this turn, I think Liam just runs all over the board and basically does whatever he
They
wants.
would just out-primary him later.
The way this goes wrong is if he bounces on a bunch of stuff, which he can do. He has bikes here. The bikes can just whiff. If he bounces with the bikes and then he loses 1 or both of the units of bikes up here, then he's in trouble.
He is in trouble,
Because those are his late game scoring pieces, and they're supposed to be putting out enough shots to do work right now.
But I think his
We
MVP
also-
still is the Sagi.
He does still have the Terminators in reserve as well, yeah? And there's so much space here for them to drop in. They could... Is there anything behind this wall here?
I think nothing.
So he could potentially just drop them on this objective, like no problem at all.
Yep.
There are a whole bunch of things he can do with those. Gives him so many options here. Yeah, I'd be feeling very comfortable if I were the Leagues player. The main thing here is don't split too much. Take your time, make sure that you're killing the things that you need to be killing properly.
All right. Let's go back to the players.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll go from there. Lad, who's here? He's just going to do my establish and my behind.
Yep.
Cool. Establish and behind. And that's it, we'll just go, these guys, sorry. Establish and behind.
Should be in.
The little lads will also advance. So, lastly, 9. Yeah. Let's move up. Cool. We're going to the shooting phase.
Yeah, man.
We'll do the... We'll do the bikes first.
Sure.
Going in. 6 shots. This is... I'll do the shotguns for what it's worth. And then 4s. 1, no AP but no cover. All good. The big cannon. 3s. then 3s, 2, AP1. Does not matter. Good chat. Next, we'll do Sagittar into them.
Yep.
Bolt cannon.
Both guns.
Both guns. 1 sustain. 4, AP1.
Strength 6 or?
Strength 6. You do not care.
Really?
Big cannon. Nope. Unfortunate.
No casinos this time.
No casinos. And second Sagittar will do the exact same thing. Two.
Only my 4 up.
Stop it. Wounds. D6 kills him. Doesn't matter. Cool. Sagittar likes to go in, I guess. No, all good. Yeah, everything into your Venatari.
Yep. From this one?
Yeah. The spikes.
Oh, the bikes, yeah.
Sustainage. You have, in fact, killed, and I've judged you, so T6.
T6, yeah.
So 3s will be 6 AP1 ignores cover. 1 damage each.
Yep, kills the guy.
The shotguns. Two, no AP. So fine. And then the big rotary cannon. That's not good. You're +1 to wound, you're strength 7. You're not -1 to wound?
No.
No, so 3.
Sorry.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Cool. The Uta squad will do it. D6 shots for 4. The grenade launchers first, thing on 2s. 4s. 3, no AP. 1 damage. We'll do the Volkites, I'll do Utas after this, so normal do it. Normal do.
So we do have here the Terminators with Uther. So they are being led by Uther, which means that I think you've got the Iron Champ on his own somewhere. So just a quick heads up from earlier where I thought they were both in Deep Strike together.
One save is fine and 2 devil wounds.
1 damage. Just 1.
Is it once per game?
No, he flips it every single.
You said once per game.
Once per turn. Sorry.
Once per turn, yeah.
Once per turn. Next. That's it for that.
We do have the Iron Champion just down in the bottom corner there,
taking the
threatening his
points.
own objectives.
The charge is enormous. I can't really kill you. Oh, line up. Have to go into him because line up stops it. Twin links. 1 AP1. You're fine. 1 hit. 1 wound. Kills him.
Okay, cool.
Bit middling is what it is. And charges. There's nothing really worth charging at the moment. I can't stop you from getting 15 again this turn. It's annoying, but is what it is. But I'll get established for 4 and then behind for 3. No 15. You get 15. And your secondaries? Bring it down and secure. I mean, secure is easy. Secure is just stay still.
You got one, he's on how many?
One. He's just on 1.
Actual one.
Just on 1.
Okay.
Kill.
What's his profile?
2 up save, T6, 4 up in one.
How many wounds?
6, 5.
They're battle shocked.
At the moment, yeah.
So that was an interesting turn there. The units that I mentioned, he only killed one of. He didn't manage to get all 3. So, in fact, he bounced pretty hard off the one on the top there, which means his bikes are out in a pretty open position. So we talked about before, this is the thing that can go wrong, is he can bounce and have the bikes fall apart.
He killed the Venetari, my favorite unit.
He did kill the Venetaria, yeah. But now, Secure No Man's End is an auto 5 here, but Bring It Down means he has to dedicate one of his 2 units that can do anything to Sagittars.
I believe there's one Sagittar with 1 wound.
There he is. That should be a pretty easy thing for him to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the strategy of the Custodes here is just to actually just push and push, shoot and tag.
Push hard, try and drop both of the Sagis and some of the lads in the building there. Clear the leagues back as much as possible, and force them to deal with the Custodians, because this is where it can start to fall apart. If the leagues don't do enough damage while they have everything on the board, they'll struggle to do a lot of reliable damage later in the game.
Correct, Dalton.
So so completely whiffing up the top there on the guard that is just moving now is a pretty big deal. It probably means he loses the bikes this turn.
1 unit of bike.
Yeah, on the top there.
Yeah. So he upped down, he won Alaris, I believe.
Yep, I can see he just dropped that in the center there.
Yeah, the captain.
Yeah.
And how many units left for Custodes? Just 4? Is it 4 units?
I think
left?
it's 4. Yeah, there are 4 units left. You've got the unit of guard here with Curia Draxus. You've got the unit of wardens here with the Blade Champion. You've got this single character there, and the prosecutors down here.
The Bolter Sisters.
Yeah.
Cool.
One A model.
Oh, lovely. Down to 8.
Down to 8. I guess it could be a break point. And then she's going to shoot. So I'm going to put everything that can see into the 5-man over there.
Okay.
And I might just put I'm just going to put absolutely everything into them.
Sure.
Devouring gun first. Sitting on 2s. We've got Xenos. 4s. Rerolling 1s. So 3 die, 3 take 2 damage. The 7 hits 2 gun. Thank you, appreciate it.
Lovely.
Winning on 3s because I'm not getting a +1, rolling 1s. That many AP 0 times 2 damage.
That means AP 0 times 2, 3s. 1 dice.
1 dice. Spears. T5.
T5.
So it's 5 rolling 1. Okay. AP 1.
Just cover 4 ups. No, he's dead.
Goes in.
1 damage each.
And then I might as well shoot the last remaining warden since the other one. Cheers. This will be 6s. Just take 1 AP2, AP1, 2 damage.
Who's this into?
Into here.
I get cover or?
Yeah, probably.
Save it.
Chilling. Alright, charges. So this unit is going to charge these 2 units.
Sure.
6. So there's 4 up save.
4 up save.
1 wound.
1 wound.
This guy's on 8.
Yeah.
So how many OC do you actually have on you?
About 2 guys. 2 or 3. I think it's 3.
I'll find out because I need to know.
6 at the moment.
6 at the moment. Is he on?
He's. I don't think so.
Because I don't think that guy is on.
I'll check.
So it looks like you only have 2, so 4. So if I put 2 Custodian Guard on, I'll control it, which means I get my rerolls, which is why it matters. So
It just means less attacks into the Sagittarius, that's all.
yeah, so I'm going to put 2 guys into this unit, and then the other ones into the side unit. Yep. This unit is charging the 1 wound one.
Yeah, I got
and
it.
I want to roll nice and high.
I'd rather you roll with Snake Eyes, to be honest.
I'm re-rolling natively. 9 will be enough. So I'll be able
That'll
to
be
get
enough.
onto the objective with that.
Yeah.
I can probably not give myself +1 a wound. No, there's no way. So we're just going to have to do it with the rerolls. And the other cunts are just, they're doing their jobs. They're holding points. So we might as well start with the Custodian Guard, because it's more interesting. So the shield and this guy has been going into them, and then I'm gonna call lethals, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna kill this, but
Sure.
I could if I get lucky. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this unit first, because then I can pile in away.
Yeah. It's up
Oh,
to you.
actually, I can't. He's too close. Could I have made it? No, I couldn't have because I had the base. No, I can't because he's too close. I have to pile in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, as I said,
Who are you doing first?
we'll do into the Sagi because it's the fun stuff.
Sure. It is the Wardens or the Guard?
Let's look it up.
Guard? Yeah, okay.
So hitting on 2,
AP before you do that, sorry.
AP2.
You're wounding on 5s or 4s?
I'll be winning on 5s, re-rolling because I'm on the objective.
If he lives, it's massive. I see it.
Might as well. First rolling. Re-rolling. I'll grab another one. So got 6, AP2 goes to AP1, so 6 for us.
Need all 4s. Not enough. Again, below average. Unfortunate.
I still had the fist to come, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
And then 1 spear into them. 1 lethal. 3 is rolling. You got 5 including the lethal, so 5 AP2s.
Into those guys?
These guys.
Yep. Sure.
Go 3. And the sword, I think it's just the same, but it's strength 5.
Something like that.
Pardon?
Strength 5.
Strength 5, AP2, 1. No lethal. Winning on 4, rolling. 5, AP2. Damage 1 only.
Yeah, probably dead. Yeah, dude.
Level. Did he explode?
Hey?
Did you roll for the explosion or?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't. Didn't explode. Please consolidate.
We'll call lethal over there. Actually, I might as well pile in for what it's worth. Actually, they're gonna have to pile in here.
Yeah. And you have to put into me.
I just won't pile in.
Sure.
I'm already controlling the objective. I don't want to unify back for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Full lethal. I'll just do them all at the same time. I'll just do the spear.
Sure.
Okay, one here.
Ooh.
Only 1.
Okay. 5s?
5. Dropping dice everywhere.
That's fair.
That's quite a lot. And 1 lethal.
5 in total. 5s. Look, it's good effort, but he dies.
It's close.
Does it explode? No. No explosions. You get 4 for bring it down, and you'll get 5 for secure.
I really didn't want to touch it.
And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, it's a good combat. I have to do some things. Yep, 5. Secondaries. Area denial, recover. Covers. Yeah, it's not really great, but that's what it is. Area denial is also kind of shit.
It's probably possible.
It's possible, but it's not ideal.
Yeah.
I essentially had to kill him.
Yeah, he is within 6.
And him. No, and recover. Yeah, it's not ideal. It also comes down to battle shocks, which I'll do now. Uther, he's fine.
He's finally brave.
He's finally green. Just lovely. I think I'll hold on to them both. Area 9 recover. It's not great, it's not good. Not us. 5 for primary. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, it's going to be close. We got bottom of turn though, so...
I need to kill stuff, that's my main issue. I'll do this one first, this one's the easiest.
Yeah, he has taken that.
All right, so that was a very good turn for Lachlan. He managed to clear a bunch of stuff. It's interesting to note that he didn't target any bikes, he just went for the Sadgies in the middle.
Which is actually, I think...
It's better for points straight away.
Yeah.
The bikes being able to do a bunch of stuff are the saving grace of leagues toward the end of a game.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
going to this 4th turn, so in terms of the scoring, Lachlan is already ahead.
Yes.
66-58, and then he drew area denial, probably which he would not get full points because there's a Terminator character there, and then
Yeah.
recover. So it meant he is actually being tasked to do action. So
Yes, so he's going to need to do some stuff there.
why did I go to round 5? I'll have to go there. Give me a second.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, don't mind Lawrence. He's going to fix up some of some of our setup over here. Yeah, there's an interesting point where the custodians have come through and killed a bunch of stuff very quickly, which is the main thing that the leagues don't handle well. So putting a unit on their home objective means that you either ignore it or you come through and fight it. It's an interesting choice to come back here and try and take it off, and I suspect we'll actually see the other unit of bikes go up in such a way they can see them as well. I don't know if it's the right move or not. Having Uther, the Destined, there to engage the guard squad in combat is pretty good, because it's going to take a ridiculous amount of attacks to kill it. Moving the bikes up here is a good move, because now you've got options. The bikes can all shoot either target, the Sagittor can shoot either target, and you've taken the Custodes off their home objective here.
Ah, who is that?
That's the I Need Champion on his own.
What's
Because
his
Uther
OC?
OC 2 or 3 or something like that.
Well, fair, yes.
Yeah, and also should very easily kill all 4 prosecutors.
Yeah,
or
with
witch
one
seekers,
wound.
whatever they're
Unless he is a psycho.
He's not. No. Can confirm, not a thing.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so they are moving into shooting here. I expect we're about to see a bunch of, and yeah, I can already see Lachlan moving some models.
Yeah.
So the bikes are going to do a bunch of that. Let's hear what they're talking about and see how that goes.
Away. We'll start off with a Sagittar, I think. Going to,
God, yeah.
or I can just pull shots in there. Yeah, that's annoying. I think I'm just going to put Sagittar into here, to be honest. Because I need to kill him. Oh, I know. Activation's going to be nuts. Threes. Yeah, how many 3s can you make? 6 wounds on the Blade Champ.
Yeah.
2 CP, yeah, fuck. That's annoying. We'll go with the... God, I don't even know at this stage. We'll go with the Good bikes. Sagittar, if I go into there, 3 ups, then 4 up in guns. I feel like it's kind of waste, but also not. I think I'm going to do the bikes into here first. So I'll do that. 6 shotguns. And 4s. 2, 1.
Oh, 1.
1.
AP.
None.
No.
The, what's the name? Sustained weapon. Rotary cannon, that's the one. 3s. 3, AP1 ignores cover. 1 damage each.
Okay.
Cool. That's what I want. And then the last one. Cool. So it'll be 3s. 5 AP1 ignores cover. 2 damage each.
That's a CP1 of them.
Is he alive still?
It's on 2.
How many does he have left?
Pardon?
How many does he have left?
He's on 2.
He's on 2 wounds now.
Have to just keep what I've got alive.
Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. Next will be the Sagittar. I'll put the bolt cannon in here, and I'll put the glass cannon in there,
Right there.
I think. Because you're going to be saving on 2s there versus saving on 3s there, out in the open. Bolt cannon, 1 sustained. 3s, twin lengths. 2, 2 damage. Cool. Then a 2 big laser cannon now. Need 3s, ideally double 6s. Just 1. 1 wound. You're fine. The bikes will open up into there. Shotguns. And then 2, OP. 1 damage. And then 6 shots from a rotary cannon. Get it in the box. 2 drop out, 1 goes back in. 3s. 2, AP1, ignores cover.
1 damage each.
1 damage each.
It's still the...
Sweet. And then the 9 damage, 2 damage shot 1. And these are 2s, because plus 1 wound. 5, AP1 ignore cover, 2 damage. Cool. You're currently OC2 at the moment.
Currently OC2, that's why I'm thinking of actually directed moving on. I mean, I know you're trying to charge him. What was your card? Fair denial recover. Are you doing recover? You're not, right?
No. I don't have enough monkeys to do it.
I think I kind of have to.
Yep. 3. That is fair. Cool. Do the charge into the girls. 4, 8. Impact mortals. Jesus Christ. Nope. Into idiots. 10 will probably do it.
These guys charging here?
Nah, there.
There? Yep. How come he's the idiot?
Hey?
How come he's the idiot?
Because
For what it's worth, you will have to base me, if you don't mind, so it sort of matters the area.
if anything, I'll just do it
I
like
think
so.
it really matters that much.
And I just have him Uther because he can't base the other way.
You can pile in no matter what. So.
Yeah. Cool. Doesn't matter where interruption is, so I'll just do it here. 6 attacks into the sisters, hitting on 2s. Winning on 2s for strength 6. 5 AP 2.
RTT, so 5 ups.
Yep. 2 damage each.
Alright, cool.
This guys, I'll do the Temi first. 2s because you're on the judge. 3s. 1 AP 2.
Done.
And then Uther the Destined. New turn, so I can flip a dice now. Keep it. Strength 6, your T 5. 7. I'll flip that to a 6. So 2 damage devs.
2 times 2, so 4 is dead.
Cool. And then yeah, consolidation and stuff. We'll go here, go here. So I'll get small area. I won't get big area because you moved on there like a meanie. I'll get 2. Recover will be pitch for a CP. I'll go to 2 CP. You'll get 10 for your primer, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, I was.
So what your secondaries are? Defend. I feel like that's a CP, if I've ever seen one. So go to 6. Recover. Okay. Also kind of average.
Look, I can kind of kill. Yeah.
Overwhelming for 3. Oh, overwhelming for 5?
I can get overwhelming for 5, and then recover I can't do.
Yeah.
So I just have to keep that. So I can get overwhelming for 5.
Yep.
I can't stop getting a 15.
I'll do this one here. So overwhelming, and then recover.
I can get a 15.
And then depends what my secondaries are.
So you need 6 points on
Secondaries.
to draw.
Which in the deck, I've got plenty. Share.
So what's going on here basically is with the secondaries that here we go. With the secondaries that Lachlan can score, he can get to an 81, but he can't currently score recover assets.
Yes, he already
Well,
actually.
he can do one or the other. He can't do both.
Yeah.
So he gets 5 points on there. We've also just thrown in the 15 points that Liam will automatically score for primary at the end of turn 5.
Yep.
So there is a 5 point. So Custodians are 5 points up before Liam draws any secondaries for turn 5. That will be the big decider. Can he score 5 or more points on
Which
secondaries?
I think it's very easy for
He has some.
him.
He has some good ones still back in there.
Yep.
Yeah. It's worth pointing out, this is a very close game still. Like, Lachlan's played really well and managed to not let the Leagues of Votann run away with it.
That's
After
true.
the first couple of turns, it's definitely Liam's game to lose. And Lachlan's made sure to force him on that.
True.
How are you feeling as Custodians player here?
I think he did very well. He was just unlucky with like couple of ones on the save, right? If you saw him like roll 4 ones. But then I expect this one to actually just, be a shootout for Votann. And then him actually getting this to a very close game.
Yeah. Keeping it close is a real credit to Lachlan here. There's definitely... This game can go very, very hard down for any sort of elite melee army. Leagues of Votann lists like this can apply a lot of pressure early, take a bit of a clap back, and then just leave an empty table afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah. It's an interesting one here where, depending on what Lachlan uses the unit to do, I think he's spending the strat here to split them up.
No, these are just the guards, so he can't split them
Oh, he
up.
can't split. Okay, sorry. It was just measuring it in a strange way.
Yeah. I think he wants to kill at least 2 units here, but I think eventually
I think he's going to try for 3.
Yeah, he would
I think he's
still
going to
have
try and Draxus the
Mortal Wound,
Wound, Uthar and the lad. He's then going to try and shoot the bikes and then charge the Surge Door.
Yep. So if he can actually kill 3 units here,
It's ambitious. It
Votann
doesn't
will
score
still
any more
hold 3
points.
here, regardless.
Yeah, but it does make that unbelievably difficult to do.
That's
so
true.
if he does kill all 3, then suddenly all of Liam's turn is just holding 3 points and hopefully getting an objective he scores automatically. If he doesn't, he's in trouble.
Yep, because the character over Lachlan's home objective, he would just sat there.
Yeah, he'll just sit there and hold
sauce
that.
the bike on top.
if he kills the bikes, Uthar on the squad and the Sagittor, then the bikes on the top objective then have to string between two objectives with a massive advance roll. Like it actually becomes quite hard to do.
Yep.
Although it does look like Drakus hasn't managed to.
No, he's already
kill that,
shooting. He
that
killed
unit.
one guy already, so just the character.
Yeah, the characters, all incoming damage is set to 1, 4-up involved, etc. It's going to be hard to deal with.
Those 2 damage each.
They're 1 damage each.
He reduces.
Yeah, sets damage to 1.
Oh, if I have Mortarion, then he would ignore that one.
He does ignore that. But also then you bring in Mortarion, so yeah.
All right, let's go back to them.
Pause rolling. Got 3 times 1. 3 AP 1, 2 damage.
5s. Kill 1. 1 takes 2. Yeah, that's in there.
Alrighty. Shoot back.
Yeah, I'll shoot back.
Somebody on 2.
It will be the Sagi. Big surprise. 1 sustained. It's just on ballistic skill. 3's rolling. 3 AP1, but you get cover. 2 damage.
So you're going to kill that one guy.
And then the laser beam.
Laser beam.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! When it matters.
Get in, son.
4 on your invulns.
Alright. It's a good way to lose the game if I get it happen to me 3 times in the same game.
Dead. Dead. Dead.
Alright, that's good.
Whew.
That is horrific to watch. Yeah, that's the old tabling in your opponent's turn.
I'm not sure why he actually shot that Sagittor.
I don't know why you should have said sure either.
I think he should just shoot the bikes and then charge the
Charge the
Sagi,
Sagi, yeah. But I mean, I suppose that's the whole point, right? We talked before about wanting to allow redundant damage onto the
Okay. Let's see what they're
Hecaton.
drawing.
He's trying to do the same thing with Sagittor here. So his final draw. It is worth pointing out, he still scores his points. Overwhelming force, he killed a unit on objective. So he got his points there.
Then he got 3 points.
It's small overwhelming, yeah. So 3 points for that. Yep. So 79 points is the final score for the Custodes.
So he got engaged.
The 76 you see on screen includes the 15 points for primary here.
He actually is
picked up-
75 here. I'm not sure what is the 1 point over there. So we will check that one.
Check that, yeah.
He got engaged already, and let's see. He would already
So
engage.
engage. And what's the other secondary we've drawn? Sorry, they haven't put it into their thing that they're supposed to just yet. Overwhelming force is the other one.
So
So with that can't. I think you automatically score that if the opponent's tabled.
I'm not sure.
Some can.
Bring it down is and
Yeah,
assassination.
is. Bring it down's not, because you can see an opponent's army that doesn't have any vehicles
yes,
and just
correct.
not score it. Overwhelming force. I don't have a set of cards within reach at the moment. Do the old Google search and find that real quick.
I got.
Yes, yeah. Ryan down in chat just catching up. Yeah, he Overwatched rolled the. It wasn't Overwatch, Ryan. It was the Leagues of Votann reactive reprisal 2 CP to shoot back at something that shot at you at full ballistic skill. It's a great threat strat. It's actually weirdly hard to pull off effectively, but in this case, it was kind of a Liam has excess CP, give it a go, and it just paid off. He rolled a 6
it's
and a 4.
actually a draw. We need to check what is the other
Do you
secondary.
wanna go? Here we go.
Yep.
So, looks like final scores are coming in.
So sorry. 24 and 34. Oh, there. I gave him 35 somewhere. Yeah.
Alrighty.
6, 5, 5, 4, 3. There's a 4 points somewhere.
Yep, the 4 there.
2 points for area denial. Sorry.
2 points for area denial. There we go. So small area denial there.
All
there
right.
we go. So that brings us over to the single summary here. We have the old 79-79 draw.
Well, not
That's I'd say that's
unexpected.
that's unexpected. I think that's probably a quote unquote win to Lachlan there.
Yeah, I think that's a
giving
win
it to
for
a draw is
Custodes.
very impressive. So,
Well, he did well.
yeah, I'm just checking overwhelming force now
Yep.
for that question because that does actually matter here.
Wow, it's actually a very interesting game.
It is, yeah, that was cool. Yeah, overwhelming force, you don't score it if there's nothing on the board. That's it, it's over. So yeah, that was really cool. That was really
Well,
cool to see.
we just don't know
the singles
whether it
leagues
was
as
the
played as well.
first. What was the actual draw? I think he flipped that one and then got the overwhelming force.
Yeah, I believe so. It would have been something else that you couldn't score.
Yeah, and then he also can't score. So
Yeah.
Lachlan got lucky.
Look, Lachlan got lucky, but he also he played it very tight. He was like, look, even when he was getting diced against a little bit there, and he's sort of losing models and running out of pieces to do stuff with, he was still making good decisions, picking up units that were going to cause problems for him.
He got
so
good
on.
primary, 45 points.
He did, yeah. Yeah,
And
he got fantastic primary for this matchup.
yeah, and then as you can see, he only got 24 points in secondary, which is actually expected for a Custodes list like this, especially running against
Yeah,
very
it's
elite
not a low-scoring game
killing,
at all.
Votann.
Like 79 to 79 is good. This is a better Leagues of Votann matchup for Custodes than something like a Terminator build and like that, because Custodes fall apart to that quite quickly.
So only if Lachlan did not shoot the Sagittor and then
Yeah, if he hadn't shot the
came back
Sagittor,
to CP.
this might have
Probably sneak him out
weirdly,
because of the
I
engage.
think-
Yeah.
No, not because of the engage, because of the overwhelming force. There's a version of this where Lachlan's unit dying to the shoot back stratagem is what keeps it a draw and doesn't lose in the game. If he
That's
hadn't shot the
fair.
Sagittor, and then he doesn't kill both the Sagittor and the bikes on the charge,
Yeah, he can overwhelm.
then he could have flipped those,
Yeah,
overwhelming
it can
forced
go
them,
either way,
and
yes.
this could have ended up being an 84 to 79 win to the Leagues of Votann. So maybe losing that unit to the shoot back strat. That was a plan all along. That was the secret 4D chess that Lachlan was playing all along.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a very good game. So I think we will just.
That was a very good game. I'm keen to come back and watch this again later. Actually,
Yeah,
this is really
and then
cool.
I would interview them a bit because I think
You wanna pull them
Lachlan
on? Yeah, we've got a bit of time.
never threw some grenades from here,
Yeah.
and then
Well-
she was somewhere in the center.
Tell you what, you interview Lachlan, I'll interview Liam. We'll have a bit of a chat.
Because we still have time anyways.
we have a bit of
Yeah.
time. Before I jump off and let you get onto that, I'm going to hand a bunch of these out to players. Bit of advertising. Come along to our events. We've got, I'm sure it's up here. We've got Calling the
There you
Banners.
go.
It's one of these ways here. Calling the Banners, 24th, 25th of May at the Manningham Hotel and Club. It's 5 rounds, 2,000 points, cost $100.
Awesome.
Includes Votann suffering from success. Nice. It includes lunch both days. We set up tables. It's going to be a great event. It's the first singles GT for the year. It's always a good time. I always enjoy banners. So come along to that one. Tickets available from the link down in the description below, riskyrollers.com.au. We also make sure to, while you're down there, check out the Team Australia Fundraiser raffle. Links down there. $10 for a ticket. Over $10,000 worth of hobby swag and prizes. It's really cool. Definitely worth supporting. I'm going to pass over to Lawrence.
Yep.
So I'm going to get Lachlan to come down here
Let's
and have a chat.
get Lachlan for a quick chat on. Let's see what happened.
Am I live?
Yes, go to this. All right, Lachlan. What happened? It was 79 all. What happened?
know. Dude, the funny cannon is too funny.
Yeah, what is the name of that stupid
I have
gun?
no idea. I don't know what it's called. All I know is if he just rolls... He did that
6
3
to
times
sustain.
to me where I, like, on average dice, you shouldn't
Sustain.
even kill a model.
But he's rolling
Because
also
it's-
5, 6.
You should only get one hit and then make like half a wound, and then actually you should get a wound, and then I get a 4 up to save, and you don't even kill the model necessarily on the damage.
Yep.
And every single time he killed 3 wardens, and then my whole Termi unit, and
Yeah,
then
he
at the end he
He
got
killed the whole
he killed the
Termi
guy.
unit. The character went down to just 1, like because he
Yeah,
rolled
and
the
he
6
got
and the
Overwatch.
damage. That's really
I
funny.
think literally if any of those don't happen, I win easy. Like if the Termis lived,
Well, you played very well. You scored very high on the primary.
I thought I played it really well. I was just like playing
But
from
there's
the
one
back
thing I think
foot.
you forgot.
What's that?
Did you forget that Draxus has grenade?
I used grenades.
Didn't you use some grenades? I saw
No,
you
I did
could
because I
have-
threw a
Ah, you
grenade at
did.
the not the one-win one, but the other one
Yep.
because I wanted to charge the one-win one to get onto his home.
Yep.
I did throw
Ah,
grenades.
then okay. I thought you forgot.
You should
some grenades.
apologize.
I apologize, Lachlan.
I did throw grenades.
And then, why did you shoot the Sagi, knowing that he has a 2 CP2?
No, I forgot.
Then you forgot. You should apologize then.
I should apologize. No, that's not apologizing.
Well, you've done well. I think.
Yeah, look.
Initially, I thought, I think it's a very hard match for you. And then seeing you scored consecutive 15 points on primary, maybe he's in the game,
Yeah, you got the OC advantage in this army because so much of your stuff is OC3. And I was kind of playing on the front foot where I was denying. Like, it gave him 2 5s, turn 3 and turn 4,
Yep.
which definitely was like the number one reason why I kept in it. I think
Yep.
he could have been a little bit better at stopping me taking him off those objectives.
Yeah, and then
like-
obviously Votann is a very good secondary faction.
Yeah, they're very good at secondaries.
because he just have lots of units.
His killing comes in like drabs and droves. He did no damage with some guns, and then other guns he just shot and randomly killed like a whole unit.
Well, he's giving you like AP1, and then you're rolling ones. Something
I
is
was
wrong.
rolling a lot of ones. These dice are scammed, bro.
Well,
And then I
don't
didn't
like
get my
that.
get up. This dice suck. I don't want to play with these dice anymore.
I don't like that pink dice, anyways.
Pink dice suck.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of
You
them.
should have just actually used your dice.
Maybe.
And then when he's using the pink dice, it was giving him lots of 6s.
At least I got my charges good. I made my 10.
Yeah, you made a lot of.
I didn't even need you for
didn't-
my 10.
You didn't even
I didn't
have
fail
some
any
failed
charges, I
charges.
don't
Yeah.
think. Not all game.
Awesome. Well,
That's good.
Well, at least you are one win now in a draw.
One win and a draw. Can't complain.
You can't complain, especially like picking up Custodes in just last night. So
Yeah, I was lucky he got a dead draw. Like, he drew Mark for Death into
Initially.
Overwhelming.
uh,
So Mark for Death, he can only kill the Termi, which he couldn't do. And
Yep.
Overwhelming, he could only kill the Termi, which he couldn't do.
yep.
So I got lucky with that, for sure. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
it
Liam
was-
is a really nice opponent. He's quite
it
an
was
enjoyable
very
opponent.
interesting.
Hope the stream had fun because I think we were talking pretty much the whole way. I think we're
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
good on stream.
It's very good on stream. They are just teasing you that you see Ryan said. Let's read some of his chat.
Ryan, I'm sorry, man. I should have known that he could shoot back. I forgot.
You remember that previous rounds, but you forgot in the last round.
No, I don't think I ever remembered. I'm just like, do it, man.
See-
If you kill me, you deserve it.
I'm not sure if he's your friend, Gunter Sias.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that.
Oh, you know him?
I know him.
Daniel who?
I'm not going to say his last name.
Okay. Identity reveal.
Don't need to reveal.
You're such an icon.
I'm an icon.
What kind of icon are you?
Fashion icon.
Faction icon.
Fashion.
Fashion, fashion.
It could be
Ah.
faction. I could be a faction
Well,
icon.
you're not an original Custodes player.
Bet World's number 4 on
Oh, yeah.
Best Space Marines in
Space
Australia,
Marines.
allegedly.
Yes. Well, I think you're going back to what? Death Watch now?
No,
Or
man, I'm
maybe
playing
World
World
Leaders?
Eaters, bro.
Oh, yeah, we can play that. We have a league coming up for model citizens.
Oh.
What do you call this one? Advertisement for you, Mr. Alex. I think it's
Oh,
starting
okay.
this coming Tuesday. If you want a game, I think I would practice first because I'm currently painting my bloat drone with blight. The heavy launchers. So that's it.
There you go.
Well, good luck to your next round.
Oh,
We will
thank you,
get
Mr.
Liam
Guttery.
and Dalton talk about the Votann side now.
I'm going to go get some beers.
All right. I want some
Thank
beers
you.
too. I'll follow you. Give me a second.
Alright.
All right, g'day everybody. I'm here with Liam Stevens, piloting the Leagues of Votann on that feature match. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it was good. Boothie's a really good player. He plays the Custodians really well. I've played against him multiple times. The won and lost both times. Lost more than one. But just managed to make it a draw, which was making it very interesting. Like, played the matchup against him with the Leagues of Votann and won against it, but it was like 2-point difference. So it's a very 50-50 sort of matchup, definitely.
Yeah, so it's one of the games where, like, Lachlan did a very, very good job of keeping it nice and close.
Yeah.
Getting to go second and forcing him to have to come forward was a great start.
Yeah.
And he had a really good early start with spiking high on damage into the Wardens with his Sagittor. Picking up an entire unit of guard and then some Wardens on the clapback as well.
100%.
With the Berserks.
Yeah. And
There was a really good bit on stream where I spent like 5 minutes analysing the best way to charge the Berserks to minimise the Warden like heroic and the damage and that kind of stuff. And then you just roll the Sagittor and kill half of them and went, okay, cool, never mind. None of that matters anymore.
Don't worry about it. Which is what the initial thought was. If I bring the 5 out as a counter to the heroic, I was like, even if I kill the Custodian Guard, it's going to be a deficit for points anyway, because 200 versus 225. Plus, that's more of a key asset than the Berserks anyway.
Yes, yeah. Like 1 for 1, you'd still always trade the Berserks for pulling the Wardens out.
Oh, 100%.
But it's still one of those cases of there's always a more efficient way to do it.
Yeah,
but then,
definitely.
Yeah, forcing him to have to use the fight on death instead just means that he's getting so little value out of the guard unit in the first place. Doesn't wipe a whole unit of Berserks.
And it's also funny because a lot of the weapons are 2 damage apart from the Blade Champion, so that 5-up Feeling Pain just does spike sometimes.
Yeah.
And you've seen it there sometimes where like it was just taking way too much to kill a brick of 10 Berserks anyway.
Yeah, they're a really interesting one because as a unit I look at them and go, oh, they paper. They fall apart the moment you look at them. But then there are certain profiles and certain army lists that look at them and just can't deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Custodes, shooting, and even combat are one of those profiles.
Anything that has a lot of high, powerful shots, but not as many, like Knights is a big one.
Yeah.
Knights struggle to go into Berserks because if you run 10 man into a Rampager, for example, you can only kill so many in a slapback, and even if you do,
they fight on death, it carries on, yeah.
Exactly right. And then you're just from there, you're just getting more money out of them for what it's worth for that asset.
Yeah. Now, the big exciting bit right at the end there, of course,
Yes.
he comes down, he charges at your Sagittor. So we saw him do it, and we're like, cool, he's going to try and Draxus Mortals across Uthar and your Terminator. He's going to try and shoot the bikes that he had next to him, and then charge the Sagittor.
Yeah.
And then he shot all 3.
Yes.
Right? Reactive reprisal with Sagittor, picks up the entire squad. I was cheering from over here.
Yeah.
What a sight to see. You
Which-
spike that 6.
Yeah.
So good.
It's also the fact that like you having that 2 CP, and that's the biggest thing I've learned with Votann is that you have to have that 2 CP available all the time because as soon as you shoot, they shoot you, you shoot back. And unfortunately for Votann, you have to activate in all phases because there's too much stuff.
Yes, yeah. The CP management of Leagues of Votann is one of the big key parts of the army.
Yeah.
We're discussing the idea of reactive reprisal as a strat is often better as a threat than a used strat.
Correct. 100%.
The ability to go, hey, don't forget I can shoot with that.
Yeah.
And for your opponent to have to deal with that and have to go, all right, if I don't commit something, if I start splitting fire and plinking things off, I could suddenly just lose a unit out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's also the same thing with the 10-man with the Plasmas and the Carl.
Yeah.
That's something you always played with a lot, especially with Grim Demeanor, where...
That with the Grim Demeanor, not with the Carl, but with the Ine Champion, is one of my favourite units to just drop on the board and go, cool, good luck.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I've always had more fun with the Plasmas more than the Volkites, purely because if you lead it with the Carl, you're getting lethals, and then every lethal is sustained too. And you kind of had to tack that 1 CP onto that unit each time you shoot.
Yes,
I've had
definitely.
to kill so much stuff, especially it eats Catan for breakfast every single time.
Anything that relies on a neg 1 damage or a half damage thing to be survivable, the moment you take that away, you suddenly realise that, you're paying all these points for a rule that doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So
now, the interesting bit with that, we had a bit of a chat on stream right at the end there. You ended up flipping Overwhelming Force as your secondary in the last turn.
Yeah.
Which obviously you couldn't score because your opponent was tabled.
Yeah.
Now, you probably score Recover anyway. There's a good chance that the unit doesn't kill both the Sagittor and the bikes.
Yeah.
So there's an interesting bit there of you've spiked so high on the roll, killed the entire squad, and shot yourself out of 5 points in the last turn, keeping it a draw.
But I guess the counterpoint to that is that if I didn't bin it, I wouldn't have the CP to do it anyway.
That's very true, yeah.
So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of thing. And I was taking more of the bet where there's still 7 or so cards still active.
Definitely,
ideally
yeah.
going for something that will be like I needed a sabotage. Ideally, sabotage would have just got me straight away.
I mean, at this stage, any of the actions just
Yeah,
goes, cool,
literally.
here, score a bunch of points.
Yeah, exactly
Right? You
right.
got no contest, you got nothing to worry about, no risk.
And
Yeah.
Boothie played it very well in terms of I couldn't really pick up the bikes and do anything with it. There was maybe
Yeah.
a universe where I could have picked up the back home ones, moved the other ones onto there, and then go into the backfield and try and shoot the guy to death.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, again, kind of looking at revisionism and stuff like that for it as well.
Yeah,
So,
of course. It's very easy to look at it back and go, oh, well, I could have done this differently, something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and I mean, in saying that, as amusing as it is to think about the idea of if they'd survived, you might have scored more points. Sometimes you roll for the average of maybe one or two custodian guard dying, and
Yeah.
you've got to celebrate it when the entire squad goes down.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the thing as well with Custodes is that it's at the end of the day is a very dice army.
Yeah. Sometimes
to
they roll
4-ups.
4-ups, sometimes they don't roll the 4-ups.
Yeah, exactly
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, look,
Awesome.
thank you so much for being on stream, for
Yeah,
playing that
thank you.
game. Thanks for coming on and having a chat
No
with
worries.
me.
Awesome.
Yeah, well done on the game. It was a great one to watch. I'm
Yeah.
going to be having a look back at this later on too.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck in your next round. I'm
No
sure we'll
worries.
see you around.
And I'll probably see you racing banners anyway.
It sounds good. Catch you there.
See you, mate.
Alrighty, so that wraps up our game. Adeptus Custodes into Leagues of Votann, 79 draw.
Very good game.
Hope you guys all enjoyed watching that. We will be back for the next round.
Last round?
Last round, final
For the
round of the day at 4:15, so in about 25 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys join us for the next round. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. While you're down there below, make sure to check out the description. We've got links down there to our website, riskyrollers.com.au. You can grab tickets for our own RTT next weekend. That's the 17th of May down in Mount Waverley. So come along to that fundraising for us to head over and stream the World Team Championship, the WTC, on behalf of Australia. So make sure to head down there, grab your tickets for that one. And also come along to Calling the Banners, which is our first singles GT for the year. It's 2,000 points, it's 5 rounds, it's at the luxurious Manningham Hotel and Club. Entry cost includes catered lunch for both days. And if you're wanting to do both, the great thing about it is that the RTT next week is going to be the first, third, and fifth mission from Calling the Banners. So you get
First,
to practice.
third, and fifth.
You get to practice all of that, and it's before List Sub. List Sub is the Sunday night. You can come along, play
Next
3
Sunday
games.
night, yes?
Next Sunday night, yeah. So come along, play 3 games. New World Leaders and Death Guard are all legal. So
Can I
come
play
along.
Death Guard? Can I play Death Guard?
You can't play, but you could take Death Guard if you were.
Boo.
So come along, practice your lists at the RTT, do all your tuning, sub them on the Sunday night, then come along to Calling the Banners the week after. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome, yes.
Make sure to check out the Team Australia Fundraiser Raffle. You can spend $10 for a ticket and you can win a bunch of amazing prizes as part of a $10,000 set of prizing.
10,000.
It's really cool. Check out the links all in the description down below. Otherwise, we'll catch you in about 25 minutes for round 3 of the
Round
Team
three.
Australia Fundraiser
Later.
RTT for May. See ya.